Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Nessie. Mark. Hello. Active bystander. No. Guys, tap that screen. Help out with the live goal. Welcome in, friends, over on the tube, too. I see you guys over there. I see Basin Jorn, Weapon, J Weapon, Mighty Pen, Amanda, Cool Breeze. See you guys. Guys, tap that screen. How about with the live goal? Let's get things rolling. If you voted for Donald Trump, you can hop in the box. Or you can give a call in on the phone line. We're going to start bringing folks up here in just a second, guys. Tap that screen. Help out. How about with that live goal if you can? Let's get the thing rocked out. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Meow Daddy, who's got the cream?
Okay, child. God, I hate it when school's out of session. All right, let's see. I think we might have a TikTok guest. Let me pull up my backup first. Blue
Polly.
collar. Hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
27 in the great state of Pennsylvania.
Okay. As of June 2026, why do you still support Donald Trump?
Because people like you hate him. You are a dirty communist, Muslim,
Well, that's a weird reason to still support someone politically because someone else hates them. That's really strange. So don't necessarily hate somebody. I do dislike their policies. Also, I'm not Muslim. I'm not religious at all. I'm not transgender, although there's nothing wrong with being transgender. It's weird that you think that calling. Oh, he ran away. Okay. Bye.
The layout's being weird for me. I'm
All right.
drop and rejoin.
Rejoin. Cool story, bro. That you really, what a man, really got me. Anyways, guys, help close out that little live goal. Show Nemo some love as soon as he's up here as well. That's great. Both those things would be good. Let's see here. If you voted for Donald Trump, you can just hop in the box, or you can give a ring over on the phone line. That number is right above my head, or it's pinned in the chat over on the tube. Welcome to calling also from the purple app, from the Twitchy one. There you go. Real quick, if you are interested in... Oh, we got someone else here? That's not Nemo. Okay. Lynn, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Lynn? I think that might have been a mistake. I see you there, Erika. Guys, if you are interested in supporting Nemo and I in any way, you can find links in our bios. So the blue app and the green app, that is where you can find it. So if you'd like to offer additional support, which is very, very appreciated, quite frankly, for both of us, for a myriad of reasons, we really oh, let's see if I can get him back here. We really do appreciate that. If you are interested in the merch that we've been talking about, just 1 second there, D-Roy. If you're interested in the merch that we've been talking about, the first link in my link tree will take you to Erika, our friend British Erika's shop. There are 3 Mad Matt items there. There's a shirt, there's a tank top, and there is a mug. If you get any of those items from when we started it through the end of June, half of the proceeds we're going to donate to the Victory Fund. Okay, in honor of Pride Month, we're going to donate them to the Victory Fund. They help LGBTQ plus candidates run for office. They're an incredible organization. And just for our friend, tax guy, American guy, whatever that guy, who was on Parker's Live earlier, by the way. I saw him. He was fucking crashing and burning. It was hilarious. Parker destroyed him. Just for him, we are going to make the donation in the name of Charlie Kirk. But that is separate of anything. Like I said, if you'd like to support Nemo and I, you can find those green and blue apps there. If you're over on the tube and you're like, how do I get to those links? Right down here in the description, you can find mine and Nemo's right here. Also, you can offer super chats. So anyways, we appreciate you guys being here. This is good stuff. D-Roy, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey, man, what's up?
Not much.
I did vote for Donald Trump 2 years ago.
Okay. How old are you and what state are you in?
I am 20 years old, and I'm from Maine.
You said you're 20 and from Maine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of June 2026?
Honestly, most of it is because Erika Kirk is probably the most influential person of all time, and
Stop it. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
no, wait, hold on. Can I
No,
say one thing?
what?
Can I say one thing? Just one thing.
What?
I don't like Trump.
All
Sorry,
right, all
man.
right. It's all right, man. All right.
You vote for Plattner?
Wait, no, I can't, bro. I turned 18 on the 12th of November, man, and
All
I'm
right,
sad.
I got it, dude, bro.
Boo.
Bro. I gotta kick. You can't do that. Don't say that shit. TikTok guest lied about his age. We only accept guests that are 18 and older. But when you turn 18, we're happy to talk to you. In the meantime, before you do, go canvass for Graham Plattner. Get him elected. Do something good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Canvas, donate if you got money. And I don't know, get legal faster somehow. I don't know if that's possible, but do it. Actually, now that I think about it, he might actually be able to. Aren't there I think it depends on the state. There's like weird rules when it comes to if you are about to turn 18 right around election day. I think that it depends on the state. Well, D-Roy says, oh, no. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, in Maine, I don't. In Maine, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. But I know what you're talking about. I think that there are a couple of states that are like wonky like that.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's like if you turn 18 within 6 months of the thing or something like that. I think that Georgia's like that, and I think there may be like a few others. I mean, obviously, it depends on the state.
Real quick, thank you to our friend Scarlett over on the tube. He's been a member for 2 months. That's really cool. Thank you, Scarlett. Appreciate you being here, and thank you to our friend Eddie on the Green app. It just says cook. Oh,
Nice.
okay, sure. Guys, once again, do us a favor. Do all those good things like our friend Erika Shante likes to say. Don't just pop that live goal that I've got up here. Make sure that you're contributing to Nemo. That is something that absolutely helps us cycle through the FYP. So continue to make sure that you're doing both of those things. Panel gifting is really important. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you, friend. I see you down there. So please do that. Thank you guys for being good to both of us. We appreciate it. Thank you for reposting the live, for sharing the live, and doing all that shit. Yeah, somebody. Oh, Vinny with the hot takes down there. Okay, Vinny. I mean, I was gonna let you chirp, but then you had to say that. I'll tell you what. If you really want to talk, you can come up and talk to us, because you seem just like an absolute piece of shit. The Trump administration is withdrawing their proposal for the slush fund for the $1.776 billion. Chef's kiss, because they know that the Republicans, especially in the Senate, they were like, "This is political seppuku. Like we're not gonna do this. Just we will not do this." And I'm, as much as I think that they're all still sniveling, cowardly dipshits, I'm glad that they finally fucking are like, "No, we're not doing that."
Yeah. It is pretty funny. It's funny listening to the reactions of maggots who were all for the slush fund. I can't remember. I don't think that Blue Collar, because I know he was up here right as I joined that first time. I don't think that he's a red hat. I can't quite remember. I was talking to him and a few other people last night. Um, and it's funny. It's real funny to listen to them. If you bring it up, they are so salty. They are so salty. But they do it in like the sore loser kind of way, where it's like, okay, well, they said that they're not going to do it, so we can move on. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. It's not happening, so we don't have to talk about it.
We don't want to talk about that. Nemo, someone in the chat brought up the fact that that they're still keeping the stipulation about the audits in there, which is true. They still are trying to keep the stipulation about the audits, but I'm going to tell you guys what. Legally, I don't see how that holds up long term. Like I know that they're going to put that in there. I just don't, like, from a legal perspective, I don't believe that holds up long term to legal challenges. I really don't. I don't see how that works personally.
Yeah, like that just doesn't make sense. Like, because you're essentially, I mean, at that point it's almost like, hey, this person doesn't have to pay taxes for the rest of their life. Like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Or at the very least, be like, this person is going to commit tax crimes, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Right? Like, could Congress pass a law or whatever that says this person specifically is allowed to break the law? I don't think that that's a thing, you know?
I mean, we can grant people immunity from prosecution for crimes that they've already committed, and generally that's in exchange, you know, right, in a deal. That's kind of like in exchange for something, but never like a precog
Future crimes.
Like, yeah, literally like fucking future crime precog, like the Minority Report shit. Like
exactly.
Is that what we're doing now? There's fucking like bald hairless woman laying in the fucking pool, and she's like the Trump children will commit IRS fraud like in the next 5 years. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, at that point it's like, okay, you are now not only free to commit tax fraud, you are incentivized to do so.
Yeah, and somebody said, isn't that what Biden did? No, it's not. What Biden said in his pardons, he said a specific time period that the Trump administration can't go back and try to prosecute people for. And it's actually very narrow. It's actually like a pretty narrow set of time. It's not like indefinite. They're not pardoned forever and always. That's not what this is. Absolutely not. It's entirely different. But
it's a so MAGA frames it as a blanket pardon. And I mean, if you want to call it a blanket pardon, okay, cool. It's a blanket pardon for a specific year to a specific year, or a specific time to basically that moment, essentially.
Yeah.
That's what the pardon is for. It's not for future crimes.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
This is, in fact, just so everyone is. Actually, I have to re-add. I always hate that whenever I restart. Whenever I restart Studio, I have to re-add my browser. There we go. Okay, back in the saddle there. Okay. Anyways, here is the actual pardon. This is the actual pardon that Joe Biden gave to his family, and I know that you guys can't read it. I'll read it to you. Executive grant of clemency to all President be it known, I, Joseph R. Biden, President of the United States, grant pursuant to my powers under Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution, have granted unto, and this is it, James Biden, Sarah Biden, Valerie Biden Owens, John T. Owens, and Francis W. Biden. That's it. A full and unconditional pardon for any non-violent offenses against the United States which they may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through the date of this pardon. So basically 11 years. And then that's it. And it even says nonviolent. So, for example, if they committed a violent crime, they can still be prosecuted for it. This is not some, like, crazy get-out-of-jail-free card for the rest of their lives. Like, fuck off. It's just absolutely insane what these people think it is. It's so stupid.
Also, just to, like, really put this in perspective as far as precedent, because again, there's going to be the claim that, oh, well, that's never been done before. Biden's the blah 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 blah. I sent you a link to a PDF. If you could just slap that there on screen, that would be the precedent that exists for such things.
Well, not only that, but not describing the reason he had to do that in the first place is kind of malpractice. To begin with, it was because of the outright threats of weaponization by Donald Trump, basically stating that he was going to sic any and all people that he had power over in any agency in the government against, people that he deemed to be political opponents, anybody in Biden's family. Obviously, he was never shutting up about. So there was a very specific reason. And obviously, I don't think, this would have been something necessarily thought up by Biden had it not been the particular political situation and environment that we were under. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. By the way, guys, we've gotten a minor dingling over here. Can we tap through that? And,
well, hold on. You might want to rephrase that before somebody cuts that and clips it. We can get a minor dingling is wild, bro.
I said it. I mean, the best thing that they could do is cut it to when you came up, Brian. That would be the best.
Why is it every time I come up somewhere, the page automatically gets a ding? You know what I mean? Like dinglings just start flying anytime I come up on a box. I don't get it.
I don't know. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. It's just the 10-minute thing. So if we could just tap through that would be helpful. But yeah, Nemo, this is a perfect example. Very good.
So if you scroll down to the second to last paragraph, which it starts out in all caps with "Now therefore I." Yeah. So, just to read this out loud again, whenever MAGA wants to talk about blanket pardons. Now, therefore, I, Gerald R. Ford, President of the United States, pursuant to pardon power conferred upon me by Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution, have granted, and by these presents do grant a full, free, and absolute pardon unto Richard Nixon for all offenses against the United States which he, Richard Nixon, has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 20th, 1969 through August 9th, 1974. It's literally a blanket pardon for the entire time that Richard Nixon was president of the United States.
Shocker. And by the way, this is a full, free, and absolute pardon for all offenses against the United States.
Yeah. And it was through the appropriate channels, whether you agree with or disagree with it. It's through the appropriate and necessary channels they had to go through, not through some ridiculous lawsuit against your own government that DOJ then said, okay, we'll stipulate this and we'll put $2 billion into a fund and agree to drop this. Like that's not the necessary channels. That's not the typical route. Let's just
no, exactly. Got somebody here. I don't know if this is Trump supporter or not. Kay, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I am so sorry. I was just tapping.
I got to be honest with you, friend. I looked at your profile picture and I was like, there is a 92% chance this person didn't vote for Donald Trump. So we're glad. Very good.
Absolutely
Damn
not.
right.
Appreciate
But
you.
thank
Friend.
you. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to bug.
You're all good. You have a good night. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Kay. Appreciate you.
Real quick, so I got a couple thanks. So Eddie, thank you for the $5 on Cash App. You said Cook. Redacted, thank you for the $2. You said Get legal faster. Are you a Republican now? God damn. Nah, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Legal to vote. You bunch of dirty minded people. And thank you to Manavan. Manavan.
Manavan,
I'm sorry. Manavan. Okay. Thank you for the PayPal. I don't see any message with this, but thank you for that. I appreciate that very much.
They've sent to me before too. They never send a message. I believe they're from Australia. I think they might be watching. I don't know if they're watching on the tube or watching on here, but either way, I know they've sent before. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you.
Fair income.
Neil, that's a donation.
That's a donation.
Sorry.
Aussie.
Brian, I was telling a story earlier on our friend Brett's live about my first ever trip to P-Town as an adult, and it was I didn't know it was Bear Weekend, and
Shit, Jesus Christ!
It was amazing. It was fucking.
You know what?
Was fucking amazing.
I bought my first chain wallet in P-Town. I've never told that to anybody in my life.
And then you got it home and you're like, I don't think that's what this chain is for.
Never in my years have I told anybody that. I think I lied when I came back and said I bought it at a skate shop or something.
I was telling the story. It was one of my favorite. I think just one of my all-time favorite moments of my entire life. I don't think I've ever been this like fucking flattered. Sometime like mid-morning, and we were at.
Hold on, you might have to explain what Bear Weekend is, just real quick, for some people in the chat seem to be kind of lost in the sauce a little bit.
Well, Bear Weekend in P-Town is when there is a week. Actually, it's week. It's a whole week there. Usually okay. Someone's saying what's okay. Provincetown.
Let's start at the beginning. Start at the beginning.
Okay, I guess now I'm gonna have to like show it on the. I'm gonna show it on the map. Okay, so here. Let's start at the very beginning here. Okay, so here we go. This is the Cape. This is Massachusetts. Here. Okay, there. Brian and I are here. We're here. And Provincetown is over here. So, if you're crazy, you drive all the way down, out and around. If you're smart, what you do is you take the fast ferry from Long Wharf, and you get from Boston to P-Town in about an hour and 20 minutes, and it's fucking mint. It's great. P-Town has gorgeous beaches. It's amazing. It's a historic town. It's just everything about it. Everything about it that you could it's amazing. And especially in the summertime, it's a beautiful place to be. It is like everything you could ever want in anything you could ever want in New England summer. Yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful. It's wonderful. Okay, anyways. Great food, great people, and there's a very large LGBTQ plus community there, and it makes it fucking fun and phenomenal. Like, the drag brunches are great. The nightlife is fucking fun. In the summertime, it's just fucking great. Anyways, the first time that I spent any appreciable amount of time there as an adult was Bear Weekend. And Bear, in gay parlance, is basically going to be burlier, hairier, maybe beardier.
You're doing great.
Those types of gentlemen, like, if you're sporting, then you're, there were a lot of guys that just were not wearing shirts who looked a lot like me. And I felt I'm not going to lie to you guys, I felt very accepted, because generally, if you have as much chest hair and whatnot as I do, you're wearing a lot of, you're keeping your shirt on. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Anyways, so I was there with my girlfriend at the time, and we went to a bar mid-morning. It was like brunch-ish time. I got a couple of Bloody Marys. We're hanging out. And then it was kind of one of those squarish bars, and across the bar, there's a guy, and he was hanging out, and the bartender comes over with another Bloody Mary and sets it down right in front of us and goes, "From the gentleman over there." And my girlfriend immediately, and rightfully so, she was a lovely lady. This was someone else, not my current girlfriend. And she was like, "Oh, thank you so much. But please tell him, I'm here with my boyfriend, but that was really kind." Bartender just cuts her right the fuck off, and he goes, "Oh, sweetie, that's for him." And I was like, so I called him over too. He was one of the nice. I don't even remember his name. His name was Tom. He was one of the nicest guys, and we had a long chat. I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry." It's like, "Keep the drink." I was like, "I'm not, He's like, "No." He's like, I bought it for you." We had a great chat. I met up with him at tea later on. If I'm not even going to explain that to those of you who don't know. I'm not like that. Yeah, I'm not even going to explain that one. So, anyways, happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride. If you ever get the chance, though, I'm not fucking kidding. If you ever get the chance to head out to P-Town, go to fucking P-Town. P-Town's it's a fucking blast. Like,
I
even
can't
a
tell
day
if we just
trip.
enticed people or turned them off.
I don't care. Honestly, Brian, if I turned them off, fucking good. It's goddamn. It's
too
crowded
small
out
for
there
them
this summer.
anyway.
Yeah.
We call P-Town so close but so far.
Stay
It's
away.
fucking. It's right there, but you just can't get there anywhere. Quickly.
Yeah.
the boat's the quickest, but it's still.
Yeah. Oh, Nemo. Oh, yes. Oh my dude. This was like an absolute just slaying. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we were down.
Dave Rubin?
All right,
Yeah.
we gotta watch
I
this.
knew it. How did I know that before you motherfuckers even said a goddamn word? I knew what you were gonna pull up. Let's go.
Dude,
All
Dave Rubin. For anybody that doesn't know who Dave Rubin is, once upon a time he worked for the Young Turks. This was back when the Young Turks was actually a liberal news outlet, not this centrist bullshit they got going now. So Dave Rubin used to pretend to be a liberal, and then he left the Young Turks. They said it's because he was lazy, but he left, and then he started his own thing called
Brian.
the Rubin Report.
What happened?
I don't know. I have no idea why you got that.
That was me?
Yeah, it says I have to remove you. Can you come back?
Damn.
You can come back on your backup if you want. Come back on your other account. Doesn't your other account have live access now?
I don't even know if I have a backup account. Never had a backup in 13 years on this friggin' app.
I thought didn't you make your other one? You made the other one.
I probably did, but I don't know. Like, what the hell did I say? I said Dave Rubin.
You didn't do anything, but people are. I don't know, dude. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Did it come up on your screen too?
It certainly did, but what did I just say? For what?
I don't know.
What are we doing here? What is this?
This app is so... Yeah, somebody just said in the chat, TikTok is being petty. Dude, I don't know. I'm sorry. But it's not, don't just do... Go do your other...
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No,
I feel more bad about the strike against your live. I
didn't
don't
do
know what I
anything.
said.
Brian, you didn't do anything, but if I keep you up,
No,
understood,
brother.
That's all. But come back on if you can. Yeah, all right. Sorry, Brian. Yes, TikTok must be a Yankees fan. All right, while we wait and see if Brian can come back up, and we love you, Brian. Sorry about that. God damn, I think I know what it is, but it's fucking people. Anyways, sorry to interrupt you, Dave Rubin.
Yeah, so Dave Rubin, after he left the Young Turks, when the Young Turks was pretending to be a leftist news outlet, Dave Rubin started his own thing called the Rubin Report, and ironically, this coincided with that period of time where I was being slowly radicalized into the alt-right. He pretended to be a liberal still, and then he went to, I'm a classical liberal. And then he went from classical liberal to, the left left me, guys. I didn't leave the left left me. I just like ideas. I just like talking about ideas. And he brought on white nationalists like Stefan Molyneux. So that happened, and steadily he's just now a conservative hack. Honestly, I feel like that's going to be the same trajectory as Anna Kasparian, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, yeah, so that's Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin, it should be noted, a gay man, married, and when he announced that he and his husband were going to have a kid, he was told by the right wing that he should be sterilized and that was an abomination. But apparently, they are the ones that are really welcoming. So that's funny. Anyway, Dave Rubin, again, not a very smart dude. You're going to see that very quickly. He went on to Jubilee, and for some reason, I don't know if he thought this was a good idea or if his manager or something thought this was a good idea. This was the worst possible idea that he could have come up with. Like, this is basically a repeat of what Jordan Peterson did. And just like with Jordan Peterson, Parker was on Jubilee. And this is like just a very brief compilation of some of the stuff. It's bad, y'all. It's bad.
I don't even think bad as a. Yeah. Anyways, just watch. Just watch.
He's done to make it better off. You say it's broken for Democrats. It sounds like it's broken right now under Trump.
Have you looked at the stock market?
What is one main metric that Donald Trump has made better off since he got in office? So like an example would be GDP, unemployment, inflation, etc.
Well, right now, first off, the big beautiful bill was just passed last year, and it's kicking in now, right? It's kicking in now. Okay, so we're going to now see results of that, like even the tariffs. All right, so let's do tariffs. Are you for or against tariffs?
Against the universal tariff. So what's the main metric that he made better off?
What?
What's the main metric that he made better off?
Santana.
GDP, unemployment, inflation? Do you have any idea?
Listen.
I don't think you do.
Do you think? Hold on. So you're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden
At the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of how?
Yeah, GDP growth was better off. Real median wage growth was better off. Inflation was better off at the end of his administration. Unemployment was better off at the end of his administration. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration. The inflation, 3.8% year over year since Trump got in office. We're seeing all of those economic indicators become worse off. Can you tell me anything that he's done to make it better off? You say it's broken for Democrats. It sounds like it's broken right now under Trump.
Have you looked at the stock market?
It's worse off in terms of growth in 2025 as compared to 2024. If you look at Dow Jones and S&P 500,
they're both up quite a bit right now,
but lower
doing
growth
quite
rate.
well. You know, things don't happen overnight. So Donald Trump, for example,
can you tell me anything?
I mean,
That was honestly, that was like the tame version. There were, I mean, obviously the big one is when Dave Rubin, there's that solid second pause, and he just says, "Listen." Like at that point, he's already lost. But there were multiple things like that. Yeah, Parker kicked his ass. He wasn't the only one, by the way. Parker was probably the most notable as far as the ass kicking. There was another dude that came on at one point in it, and he said, actually, I've been watching you for a long time. And Dave Rubin thought, oh, hey, okay, and yeah, back in the day. And the guy was like, yeah, I was watching you back when you were bringing on a white nationalist like Stefan Molyneux. It was fucking awesome.
fuck.
If you go to Majority Report, Emma and Sam did a video on this. You can kind of scroll through that. I don't know about TikTok rules, but I know on other platforms, Jubilee kind of has a hissy fit. I mean, I'm trying not to say too much here. I'm keeping it PC.
Oh yeah, that's how I found out about this, because it was through Majority Report. Good.
No, I was just gonna say Santana also. I thought Santana also did a good job. I caught a little bit of him as well. But you guys should all go and watch all of Parker. Like his entire. I think they did his entire segment.
The kid they cut to in that first clip when the audience is laughing, I believe has a pretty good sit down with like a good couple minutes with Rubin as well. The kid, when they first cut to the people laughing in the clip, the kid that's laughing first, he's got like the longish black hair. He does pretty good, but Parker does. I mean, even the fact checks afterwards were glorious. You know what I mean? Like Sam was going back and reading the fact checks, and it was like every single one was a score for Parker.
They were all embarrassing as fuck. Let's see. I got you. Oh yes. Why did they use that picture of Parker?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Rubin.
Oh, it's so good.
That's funny. And yeah, and by the way, any of you guys who missed it earlier, fucking Parker absolutely just fucking he played with his food. That real taxpayer guy came up and like on a different account and do we have is this an op? Let me see. Roger, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
36, California.
Okay. As of June 2026, why do you still support Donald Trump?
Because he's protecting us. He's protecting our greatest ally. He's protecting our troops, our economy. He's our president. He's the commander-in-chief and the leader of the free world.
I got 13 ways to push back on what you just said.
It's okay. Keep them to yourself, man. Keep on crying, man. You guys want to let all these immigrants in our country.
Hey, but yeah. Anyways, we're here to have a conversation. If you don't want to
do it, then, man.
Well, then why did you say keep them to yourself and keep on crying? If we're going to have a conversation, then you're going to have to listen to the reasons why we disagree with you. So
okay, go ahead, man.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Please feel free.
I was just saying he mentioned protecting the troops, and I was just referencing the 13 that have been unalived since this war that we've enacted with Iran. So it doesn't seem like he was protecting them. Definitely wasn't protecting their family who lost their loved ones. Definitely wasn't protecting the bases in the Middle East that were left pretty much defenseless, where they actually needed to move the soldiers to hotel rooms because they were so afraid of the ability that the Iranians had to strike these bases, not to mention the fact that they neglected to do something about the Chinese and Russian technologies and intelligence that was helping the Iranians get through the Iron Dome and past the American air defenses through those bases, not to mention the U.S. intelligence assessments that have already come out and said that not only does Iran have at least 70% of their missile and drone capabilities still left, but they could withstand the blockade far longer than we originally anticipated. Probably to the fact where the United States would crumble under the economic pressure before Iran would.
Can I respond? Yeah. Last time I checked, we don't have any missiles or rockets dropping over us here in America. That's first of all. As long as we keep on bending the knee in the Middle East, you can cry, bitch about it all you want. But the whole entire creation of America is built on the premise and foundation of extracting resources all over the world for our own benefit, whether you like it or not. And that's exactly what we're doing in Iran. We're securing the petrodollar. We're securing our economy, our fuel, our dominance. I'm not done. I would listen to that guy speak.
Calm down.
The dominance on the world stage of America is never more important and paramount than it is now. And people like you guys who are saying, I'm assuming you're going to say, let's see this logic. You guys think this war is unlawful. Do you condemn our American soldiers out there right now protecting your security here in America? Do you condemn them?
I condemn the rat bastard that sent 13 of them to their deaths
didn't ask you
no
that.
good reason.
I didn't ask you that.
They're not protecting us.
Do you condemn the American soldiers who consciously
No, I condemn
made
the
a
bastard
decision
that sent them there
to go out there to protect our sovereignty in America?
Once again, I condemn the rat
hypocrisy.
bastard that sent them there. I don't
That's
condemn the
not
soldiers.
what I asked you.
Yeah, I know. I don't condemn the soldiers.
Okay, but you condemn the war.
I condemn the war, and I condemn the fucker that started it.
You don't condemn the people participating in it, though.
No, why would I?
Because according to you guys, you condemn this war. You believe this war. You believe this war is unlawful. But at the same time, you were saying these.
Hold on, bud. Hang on 1 second. Nemo, I don't think he understands that it's possible to hold those two thoughts true at the same time. Do you need us to explain to you how it's possible to condemn the act of war and yet still support our own troops and say we would like our troops to be safe and come
Matt,
home
do the
safely.
troops send
I don't-
themselves?
yeah,
Do the troops
Yes, they
typically
did.
send themselves to?
Yes, they
No,
did.
excuse me, Roger. No,
Sorry.
they didn't. They're following orders. You know that. And if you're
Did
saying
they
that
decide-
they sent, excuse me, Roger, please.
Uh-huh.
If
Yeah,
you're saying that
sure.
they sent themselves, you and I both know that you're being disingenuous. The
No, I'm not.
Secretary of Defense and the Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces, Donald Trump, sent them there. They made that decision, sir.
So are you going to tell me those soldiers didn't have a decision to whether they would like to go and follow through with quote unquote following those orders or not? Don't they have an option not to follow orders if they believe that they are unlawful?
If they believe they're unlawful, yes, but they have to suffer the consequences of that. Do you know what the consequences of that are?
Yeah, they can go to jail.
Correct.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of jail?
Probably military camp, but that's no excuse.
Correct. Fort Leavenworth, yes.
It doesn't matter. That's what they signed
That doesn't
up for.
matter? No, it actually does matter.
It doesn't matter. They signed
Oh,
up for
okay.
this
I'm glad
job.
that you say
Yeah,
that it doesn't matter. By the way, Roger, did you serve?
No, I didn't.
Oh, big fucking surprise.
irrelevant.
Okay, so again,
It doesn't
dude,
matter, though.
this whole thing of like you're saying that we condemn the troops. No, the fuck we don't. We condemn the bastards that send our troops to places that they don't need to be.
See, but the thing is, you guys are so
But the thing
waffling
is that
around.
what you want us to
You are
say,
saying-
oh God,
so
troops bad?
you're
No, we're
ta-
not gonna fucking say that because they're not.
So, but they disagree with your
But
whole
the-
entire narrative of saying this war is unlawful because in their eyes of the soldiers, they
No,
believe
they're
it's
not,
lawful.
Roger. What
So
you're
the-
doing, no, Roger.
so-
What you're
so-
doing is conflating. No, bud. What you're doing is you're conflating two different things, and what Nemo here is trying to explain to you, and what we're all trying to explain to you here, is that those two things, again, those are two separate thoughts that can be held. See, what we're not doing is what Donald Trump did when he called them suckers and losers, or when he made fun of John McCain, a true actual fucking war hero who spent 6 years at the Hanoi Hilton, one of the most terrible places that you could have been as an American POW. Donald Trump made fun of him. Donald Trump has denigrated our veterans multiple times. We're not doing that because we respect our veterans and we respect our troops, and Donald Trump doesn't. So if you're going to question our bona fides for our troops and our veterans, you should maybe be looking up to the top of the food chain and considering the person that you voted for.
But that's the difference between you and I. I don't think this war is unlawful. I think we have every right to be out there. And
I didn't ask, sir, I didn't ask if you thought the war was unlawful. You're questioning whether or not we think, you're questioning whether or not like we have respect for the troops and doesn't that go hand in hand? And if we condemn the war, then it's through the eyes of the soldier. You're trying to conflate, again, two things that don't go together. And I'm pointing out to you, we have more respect for our troops than the guy you voted for.
It's just not adding up, man. It's not adding up.
How old are you again, Roger?
36.
36. So that would, let's see, 20 years ago, you would have been, you've been a teenager. What'd you think of Iraq?
I thought that it was horrible.
You thought our troops in Iraq were horrible? Oh my God. You unpatriotic bastard. How dare you insult the troops that went over to Iraq?
But there's a
You see how that works?
No, but the circumstances are different.
Oh, circumstances are different? Okay, cool. Let's
Yes.
compare Iraq to Iran as it
Let's do
pertains
it.
to when we started the war. Shh. Calm down. Listen. Take some notes, okay?
You don't need to be condescending.
Oh, no,
Go
I
shit-
do. I do.
go
I do.
shit
Whenever
your- go
you
shit
try
your-
to put us into a box and imply that we are going
Yeah,
to
man.
condemn
Getting cooked.
soldiers, then yes,
man.
I'm going to be a condescending prick. So again, Roger, listen closely, okay?
Your beard's
So,
not getting delayed, man.
The lie that the American people were told that got us into the Iraq war was what? That Iraq had WMDs. What are WMDs? Weapons of mass destruction. What kind of weapons of mass destruction? Nukes. That's what we were told. We were lied to. We were told that is what Saddam had, and that prompted Congress to vote on the invasion of Iraq. Okay? Now, compare that to Iran. What were we told about Iran? Well, back in June, we were told that they had nukes. And they were on the precipice of having nukes, and that's why we had to go in and just summarily bomb a bunch of random fucking spots in Iran. Then we were told, hey, that it's been obliterated. Cool. Fast forward about 8 months from June roughly to February. into February. What happens? Oh, hey, we're just going to do some more bombing all over the damn place because apparently the American military sucks so much that it couldn't actually hit the targets, according to whoever the fuck is saying that apparently Iran still has nukes after we dropped insane amounts of ordnance on them the first time. Apparently, the strongest fighting force on planet Earth doesn't have enough competence to get it done the first time. So we had to go back in with a genocidal nation, it should be noted, and bomb little schools full of little girls with Tomahawk missiles. We had to do that. We had to deplete our stockpiles of missiles to the point now where we don't really have enough. We could not actually prosecute an extended war at this point because we don't have enough stockpiles. We were already running low because we were supporting Ukraine. Now it's even worse. If some shit pops off in Taiwan, man, we are up the fucking creek, okay? Because that's going to be won and lost by missiles. But that's a whole other thing. So with Iran, we were told they're about to get nukes. Therefore, we have no other choice but to go into their nation and blow it the fuck up, including little schoolgirls, because that is the cost of war. That is the narrative that was pushed to us by the presidency. So again, if you want to sit here and say that Iraq and Iran are somehow different circumstances, no. We were told there were WMDs in Iraq. That's why we invaded. We were told there were WMDs in Iran. That's why we've been bombing the fuck out of them. And guess what? Both of them are lies.
No, they're not lies. The first one with Iraq is a lie. The one in Iran is not a lie. Have you seen Iran's military capabilities, what they're doing? Yeah, you don't think that's a threat to the United States?
No.
Yeah,
You started. Hold on, Raj. Hold on.
I'm not done, man. I heard this guy go on his monologue, man.
One sec, brother.
Y'all want to? You hold on a second.
You hold on a second there, brother.
No,
the first thing that you said in your original sentence.
If you want to have a debate, like the host said,
sentence,
you need to be able to hold your emotions.
Hang on.
Man.
I'll tell you what, Roger. Hang on. If you let Brian he just wants to clarify one thing, and then we'll let you respond. Just
all
let
right,
him clarify
man.
one thing.
I'm just doing it for the host, man, because he's Lebanese, man.
Anyway, I was just referencing the fact that you brought up in your very first thing that you said was that there are no missiles or drones being shot at the United States. So why, in fact, would you think that we needed to enact this war?
I'm going to respond to what the gentleman said first, then I'll respond to you. Okay? I don't like being interrupted when I'm speaking.
You weren't interrupted. I got in before you because you're slow.
Yes, I was. Now back to the response. Back to the response. I'm going to dictate how I speak here. Let's make that abundantly clear.
Go ahead.
All right. So you said that there's no difference between Iraq and Iran.
Correct.
And we were both misled by Israel. That's what I'm assuming you're going to say. Right? I agree we were misled by Israel. But the circumstance with Iran is completely different.
How?
They have the capabilities. They were enriching uranium. They have
weapons grade.
How do we know?
Well,
because we had the go ahead, Matt.
No, I was just going to say the same thing that you were about to say. We know because on March 18, 2026, Tulsi Gabbard, in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee, said that as of June of 2025, we obliterated their nuclear program. She used the word obliterated. I'm not paraphrasing. I'm not being hyperbolic. She used the word obliterated in her written statement to the Senate Intelligence Committee under penalty of perjury. That was 2 months ago.
Didn't she also state that they paused their nuclear capabilities in 2003? Sorry,
well,
Matt.
and it's okay. She also said that there was no rebuilding of the program whatsoever. So she said we obliterated the program and they weren't trying to rebuild it. I can show you her written statement, Roger. So that's how we know that they weren't doing it.
I sent you a C-SPAN clip of her literally saying that.
Cool.
Who was the one who said that? What's her name?
Tulsi Gabbard. She was the head of the National Intelligence.
Director of National Intelligence, literally the person who knows the most about foreign intelligence in the entire country.
Cluttered cloud storage.
Damn it, C-SPAN. Why do you have ads?
Khomeini has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003. The IC continues to monitor closely if Tehran decides to reauthorize its nuclear weapons program.
There you go.
You know what I did think they, you know what I do think they did was after Donald Trump ripped up the JCPOA, I do believe after that they initially stated that they were going to enrich uranium beyond a certain point, but that wasn't happening while the JCPOA was in fact in place. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat on that one, but I'm pretty sure the fact that Donald Trump ripped up that deal was the fact the Iranians even threatened the enriched uranium levels above a certain point.
So are you guys Iran first or America first?
America first.
America first.
Correct.
Do you support Iranians defending themselves from America and Israel?
Defending themselves? What the fuck are you talking about?
What does that even mean?
I'm curious where your position is on Iran. We go back to the nuclear thing too, by the way. If the nuclear,
how about we go back to the nuclear thing? Because whatever shitty ass framing you were just trying to do, it's not going anywhere.
Because this Boston guy ruined my train of thought earlier. Now I remembered, man. Because he likes to interrupt. So on the on the deal right now, though, with the negotiation deal going on between Iran and America, right? Is nuclear capabilities and the ability to create a nuclear boom on the table for negotiations between Iran and America and Israel?
Iran suspended negotiations earlier. Is it Monday? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yesterday, they suspended negotiations yesterday.
Yep.
But what was it on the negotiation before it was suspended?
Them having a nuclear weapon, that they don't have one. Like it's kind of like negotiating. Hey, Barney the dinosaur is not allowed to be your president. Well, no shit, he wasn't. What?
Plus, Israel has been a red line for the Iranians this whole time. Whether their actions in Lebanon persisted or not, that was going to be a pretty big indicator in whether or not they were going to sit down for talks with the United States or with the Pakistanis as mediators to begin with. And obviously, when Netanyahu came out and said he was going to escalate instead of stopping his actions, that was the red line being drawn, which in fact also drew out, which is something I've been talking about for the last 2 months or 3 months, is the fact that they could still initiate their proxies, the Houthis, to take control of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which in fact has about 12% of global shipping passing through that, and about 4.1 million barrels of petroleum goods every single day that goes through that because of the Suez Canal, the Red Sea, etc. So add that on to the Strait of Hormuz being closed, the economic hardships to the Pacific Asian regions, to the European regions, to us here in the United States will be exponentially worse than anything that we're feeling right now, which is something that along with the ending of the talks is something they also came out and said is something that they're not only thinking about, but the Houthis are right now lobbing missiles into Israel as well. So it's not like they couldn't do it. I think they did it in 2023 and 2024, taking over the Red Sea. So
Roger, you said something about me being Lebanese. Are you Lebanese?
No, I'm not Lebanese, man.
I'm just curious. Why did you say because the host is Lebanese?
I got some good friends that are Lebanese.
Yeah. What do your friends that are Lebanese say about this?
They say they support the Hez in Lebanon.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because? Do you think I'm
listening, man.
I'm asking you a genuine question. If you talk to your Lebanese friends, and someone who's 100% Lebanese, all of my family is from there. So, why do you think it? Because by the way, I'm not big on supporting terrorist organizations, and I don't condone their actions, but there is a certain rationale, okay, and there's a certain reasoning why they exist and why they do the things that they do. They don't exist in a vacuum, right? They're not just magically there. There's a reason. Just like pretty much all terrorist groups, there is a political reason that they were pushed into it, right? So your Lebanese friends, do you think that they're genuinely like that would be the reason that they would support them, is because they're genuinely concerned about Israel doing to Lebanon what it has just done to Gaza?
Yeah, I believe that. I don't support Israel. I know that they took over the Sheba farms in Lebanon, and they're trying to expand there in Israel to Lebanon.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is another G side on into Lebanon. I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
And I mean, today was the day when I heard that they're trying to connect ties with the American military or army with Israel directly. They're trying to directly link it by passing some bill.
Yes, the National Defense Authorization Act of this coming year. Yes, that's what the Republicans are trying to do. Yeah,
I think that's Section 224, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, well, it sounds like you at least understand that what's going on here with Israel, and so if you understand that, part of the equation, while we're talking about this, right? So if you understand that part of the equation, you should probably also understand that it's been 30 years that Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying Iran is going to have nukes, and he gives varying periods of time. He'll be like, they're going to have them in 6 months. They'll have them in 2 years. They'll have them in 2 weeks, or whatever. We can play you clips going back to like 1994 of him saying that. I could play you a montage right now of him saying it every other year for the last 30 years. Do you think maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there for you because it sounds like you understand what and agree on what we just talked about before as it relates to Lebanon, at least, right? And you see what happened in Gaza. Do you think that maybe that in this particular case that Benjamin Netanyahu, in terms of his desire to do something with Iran, for whatever his reasons are, do you think that maybe he pushed the United States into this war that we didn't need to get into? Maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, no, I can see that. I agree. I think what pisses me off, I think I came off so hot. It's just I see these lives, and it's just like we have American soldiers out there, man. That's what my whole big deal is about, man. And but I do agree with you. I can see the correlation. This guy whispering in Donald Trump's ear, they're all corrupted in my eyes. Left Democrat or Republican. G Side Joe did the same thing to the Palestinians. They don't care. But at the same time, it's just our Americans, us Americans being in the Middle East, I think we should always support what they're doing. And that's kind of where my position is.
But you see that we want them out of there for that exact reason, though? Like, obviously not to support what they're engaged in, but we want them out of there to get them out of harm's way, to get this thing ended so they're not out there fighting this ridiculous war for somebody else to stay in power or to stay out of, the headlines because he's in some files or something like that. Like, that's why we're saying these things. That's why we bring up the unconstitutionalness of it, the fact that they went and did the end around Congress and the War Powers Resolution. Like, you can't just change the name of the action and expect to get like a reset on the clock. That's not how it works, right? And again, to keep calling it a ceasefire is insulting to my intelligence and everybody else's intelligence, when to cease fire by definition means no more firing. That means to cease the firing, when that's literally not what we've seen, not in Lebanon, not in the West Bank, not in Gaza, not anywhere that this is going on. Plus, I asked Roger, your friends there, your Lebanese friends that you said would support the Hez and everything else, like, doesn't that give you some sort of like cause for concern to look at the way the people respect or don't respect or distrust the United States and our allies, or who we're engaged in, at least in this situation right now? Like, doesn't that give you like a holy shit, maybe the world looks at us a lot differently right now if people are willing to support these groups or this group or this person or whatever the hell it is? Like, maybe we got to take a step back, take a look at ourselves and what we're enacting here and the things that we're doing and the way that the world is being kind of caught under our thumb. Like, the world is being put under economic hardship because of the actions of the United States. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just us. It's everybody that gets their oil through the strait, everybody that gets their goods through the strait, and it trickles downhill because of the way that the planet is interconnected now, right? So it doesn't matter that Donald Trump says that we don't need the Strait of Hormuz for our stuff. Bullshit. Because when Zelensky told him in the White House at some point we were going to be failing this war or another war just because we have an ocean separating us, isn't going to save us anymore because of the way that the planet is interconnected with trade and stuff. So it just inevitably was going to have an effect on all people regardless, and it's only getting worse the longer this goes on. So the fact that you support the troops, I respect that 100%, and we do as well. That's why we're trying to get across the points to prove to people that this is stupid to obviously enact, and even stupider to continue, because the only thing that's going to happen is more people are going to suffer, more people are going to die, and the economic ramifications are going to get more exponential the longer this continues. I mean, they're already talking about, and I know this is at the long end, but 2032, before you start seeing a 2 in the beginning of your gas prices. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, even if it's not 6 years, even if it's 2 more years of this, like, look at where we are now. Another 2 years of this, what do you think we're going to be dealing with?
Iran managed to put sanctions on the whole world. They kind of reversed. They did the reverse Uno, man.
Yeah, we tariffed the entire planet.
I mean, I'm not most educated, obviously. I need to learn more. I apologize. It came off hasty.
Ron,
It's
I
the
think
times that we're in,
that
brother. It's the times that we're in. I can tell you that much. But it's also the fact that, like, now go ahead, Nemo. My bad. Go ahead.
the main thing is, number one, being willing to admit that you don't know everything, right? Or know everything about whatever topic it is. That is probably the most important step for most people. The second step is to be willing to learn from people that you may not agree with politically. Like, you got to be able to listen, right? I don't expect you to agree with us on any other political topic if you're a Trump supporter, but whenever it comes to Iran, I mean, like Brian said, the way to support the troops is to not turn them into combat vets. That's the way to support the troops. The way to support the troops is to make their fuck. Wow.
Get them back home, man. We need them back home.
I mean, yeah, like, to basically turn their service whenever they re-up, to turn it into the most boring few years.
Yeah,
you know, like, just spent doing whatever the fuck in random allied country, just, for whatever. Make it boring. That's how you support the troops.
You also can't be happy with the reporting of the food they're being fed and, like, the conditions that they're in on some of the ships. Like, if you care really for the troops and care really for the soldiers, like, the stuff that they're being fed, and obviously, like I said, the conditions that they're in, and the way that they were left defenseless. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, there's an interview with a soldier from the Middle East. He does it anonymously. He does it where you can't see his face, but he gives a pretty good detail on how defenseless these bases were. Like, there was no extra air defenses flown in. There was drone strikes on the base with no prior warnings. There's videos out there of different drones just flying willy-nilly over U.S. bases in the Middle East. Like, that's crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when all it takes is a simple war game. And they've been wargaming this for generations, I can assure you. And I can assure you, in every single one of those war games, the Strait of Hormuz was obviously in play. That was something that you would have to expect them to retaliate against, and you would need to mitigate against that. Not only that, but the bases in the Middle East, because it doesn't even take the war game. And Iran themselves told us what they were going to do. They said, if you attack us, we're striking inside of these Gulf nations. We're hitting anybody that has a U.S. base on their territory. That's anybody that's allowing them to conduct a war from them. Like, they told us that before any of this started. So to have that malpractice of the Department of Defense and the Pentagon to not arm and protect the troops that were going in there to a degree where they could assure nothing was going to happen or minimal things at best could happen, then that should be like a malpractice that you're worried about, right? Like the lack of care given to our soldiers sent into harm's way based on some ridiculous notion that this was going to be over in 24 hours. And it's asinine by all stretches of the imagination to think that that would have been the case.
We eating shit and we're eating shit and we're eating bullets and printing out shit, bro. I don't know what to say, man.
Roger, listen. I think that maybe what you might want to do is just maybe reflect on this a little bit, because and like Nemo said, I really appreciate the fact that you were like, hey, I'll listen and we can talk about this, but I just want you to consider one thing. I'm not here to try and like make some big push with you, and also like Nemo said, I'll piggyback off what he said. We probably don't agree on a lot of different policy points at this very moment in time. But if there's one thing I could say to you, one thing, I just want you to just genuinely think about this. The Islamic Revolution happened in 1979. Ronald Reagan didn't do this. George H.W. Bush didn't do this. Bill Clinton didn't do this. George W. Bush didn't do this. Barack Obama didn't do this. Donald Trump in his first administration, when he had competent military advisors around him, did not do this. And Joe Biden didn't do this. There was probably a reason, and that reason we're seeing it right now and we're feeling it right now for kind of like all the reasons that we've mentioned. And I think that says the most about his fitness for office and his decision-making. I think it says more than any other thing that we're going to point out to you policy-wise. I just would say you seem like somebody who could maybe actually reflect on that and think about that fact. That's all I would put to you.
I don't think you guys are trying to get I got your moment or anything. I followed you guys, man. I'm going to listen to you guys. I'll be following and watching you guys. I have time for this, man. I'm working all the time.
Yeah.
That's where they want you, Roger. That's where they want you. They want you in those. They want you too poor to be able to care. They want you too poor to be able to take a couple days off to get out into the streets and protest. That's where they want you, brother. They want you too busy to watch the news. They want you too busy to know reality. So again, I very much appreciate your willingness to. You seem like a very reasonable guy too.
I apologize for coming off as a dickhead, man. It's not my nature, man.
All good, brother. All good. No hard
I'll be
feelings
watching you
whatsoever.
guys.
Right.
And I just, like I said, my position is just keep our American soldiers safe and America safe, man. And I really don't know. I don't know if you can answer this for me if I have one more question before I go, though. Because when I found out about this Israel 224 bill you guys are talking about, I mean, is there any way we can stop that from happening? Because it's ridiculous, man. I don't know. As an average American, when I saw that shit, I was like, what the hell? Because I don't want IDF soldiers roaming here in America.
See, I think it's more going to be like military intelligence and technology based from what I read on that, which is not any better, believe me. I definitely don't want to be engaged in a military combat situation and have some sort of technological breakdown and have to call the IDF to come help us out. That's for goddamn sure. But what you got to realize right now, it's kind of two of the most integrated militaries on the planet already. You know what I mean? So if you're mad about 224, then you should be pretty goddamn upset about the way that we're working with this regime. The two regimes are working together, I should say, right now. But I think it's more of, like I said, industry-based, technology-based, which is even scarier to me. You know what I mean? Because something I understand less, and I think it's something very much more intrusive than a lot of us really kind of understand, to tell you the truth. But again, yeah, I'm right with you as far as that's concerned. But I don't know necessarily if it's like going to be, Israeli soldiers walking around the United States. I haven't seen that yet. But I also don't have an answer to your question about how to stop it. I'm not sure what the congressional authorization or approval or route would be to stop this. I'm sure, hopefully there is one, but I just don't know of it yet.
Well, I mean, the NDAA, I mean, that's the budget for the military. Like it's done on an annual basis, right? And so as far as how you can stop it is to call your representative as corny and cliche and not sexy as that sounds. Call whoever it is that represents you. So you're going to have a congressperson, you're going to have a person in the House and the Senate, right? You call those people, you say, hey, motherfuckers, I'm not good with this budget bill for the military. I'm not good with raising the military's budget yet again, because the proposed budget, Donald Trump wanted it at 1.5 trillion. The one for the NDAA, that is, I think 1.2, I think is what the number was, 1.2 trillion a year, which is, again, I'm all for having a bomb ass military with like all the bells and whistles and shit. I'm all for having a big fat budget for the military. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with us raising it to this level for a war that was won of choice based on a lie, and while the rest of the United States is actively suffering in a lot of ways. I mean, economically, that the difference in the amount. So I think that this past year, the budget for the military was somewhere around 900-ish billion. And so if we just do rough math on this. So let's say it was 900 billion. Let's say that the proposed amount's 1.2 trillion. So what that means, they're increasing by about 300 billion. Okay. Now, I think that money, 300 billion in 1 year, that could be put towards any number of other things, and that the American people would be better off for it, especially right now, because gas is going up, rent's going up, groceries going up, power's going up, everything is going up, and people want to point to the stock market going up as like, oh, well, that's proof that we're doing okay. Well, the stock market's going up because everything's getting way the fuck more expensive, and also the only reason the stock market is showing as going up still is because of AI. There's like 7 companies called the Magnificent Seven. You can look it up. That's basically 7 big tech companies that a lot of that value is just hype around AI, and it's reminiscent of the .com bubble. If you took those 7 out, then the stock market wouldn't look good right now. We would not be looking healthy right now as far as for, the private sector, economics, whatever. And I think that your average person, like, I don't know about you, dude, like everybody's got their own life, and like I was struggling at various points during the Biden administration. I was also really successful at various points. So everybody's got their own situation. I think that I can tell you that I've never seen rent this high, and I've never seen fast food cost as much as it does to just go out and eat at a sit down restaurant. Like, that's fucking crazy, right? Those might sound like, random things, but it is just kind of indicative of where we're at. Like, we should not be starting wars. Like, if wars come to us, that's a different story, right? But we should not be seeking out wars, because we can't afford to get bogged down in yet another one of these fucking forever wars. I know that Donald Trump is promising, oh, it's not going to be a forever war, blah, 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 blah. That's the exact same thing they were saying about Iraq. Like, almost word for word. When Iraq first popped off, there's any number of people, what's his face? Rom? No, not Rom.
Not Colin Powell, but
no, it's a R name, Republican strategist.
Oh, Karl Rove.
Karl Rove, that's it. Karl Rove and a number of other people were all saying, and Rumsfeld, yes, also Rumsfeld. He was also saying it.
Yeah.
They were all saying 6 weeks, maybe 6 months, possibly, but nothing past that. That's what they were all saying for Iraq. And I mean, we saw how that went. Like, we're still in Iraq, and combat operations have stopped there, but that was not a 6-month situation. That was a closer to 10 years. And that's to say nothing about Afghanistan as well. But the point is that you never go into a war saying that it's going to be 10 years. And Iran compared to Iraq, like, yeah, no, we decapitated Iraq almost immediately. It was basically, Desert Storm 2.0. We were able to knock it out pretty quick.
So fast.
The reason that we were there for so damn long is because of the rebuild. And
how many Iraqis died in that one again, Nemo?
I think it was 300,000 civilian casualties estimated, and I think that some of those estimates go up to 1 million. And as far as Iran is concerned, the reason that we were in Iraq for so long, it was rebuilding. It was trying to rebuild what we just leveled and install a government that was of the people and for the people, right? And that is a really hard thing to do and takes fucking forever. And then you have insurgents who are like, get out of our country. That whole thing. That is why Iraq was so long. Also true with Afghanistan. Iran, like, what are our conditions here? Our conditions with Iran are that they don't get a nuke. Okay, well, there's not really any evidence that they were pursuing a nuke, but whatever. We got rid of the Ayatollah. His son is now the Ayatollah. Something tells me he ain't gonna like us, right? Because we just killed his father, and he was already prior to that considered more radical. We just slaughtered however many children in that country. I don't think that they're going to like us. I don't think that they're going to want to work with us. And it's not a situation of we got to hold hands, kumbaya, hunky dory. Now let's have a trade deal. Not that. Just like willing to kick us in the nuts at any chance that they get. Like that's kind of where we are radicalizing people every second that we are there dropping a bomb. And every second that we are co-signing Israel doing the same thing. And you can kind of tell that we don't want to be there, and that Donald Trump realized that he fucked up because he keeps saying, oh yeah, no, we're almost out. And he's been saying that we're like, I don't know, 2 weeks away from a deal since this started. And it started at the end of February, so 3 months. 3 months now. 3 months doing this. And Iran, I mean, they don't need a nuke because they have an economic nuke. It's called the Strait of Hormuz. They got the world by the balls. All they got to do is just keep it closed. They don't have to spend a ton of money to keep it closed. And it as far as economically hurting them, they were already isolated from the world. We did that to them. We literally, in a weird way, like trained this country to subsist on like an economy that is cut off from the rest of the world. We literally taught them how to do it by forcing them into that position. They learned how to do it, and now it's just like, oh, okay, so what? We just got to close this here straight, and everything is going to basically be the same while we're waiting, and we just got to wait you out.
Can I add on to that, Nemo? Because you're 100% right. But add on to that the likelihood that we're going to give them, or if any deal actually does get signed, that anywhere from $20 to $200 billion is likely to go over to the Iranians. And I know Roger was talking about, as he leaves, the stockpile. Like, he doesn't want them to have them at, like, what type of stockpile do you think you could at least begin with if you're afforded $200 billion in restitution, or, because of, frozen assets having to be released, or anything along those lines that could, in fact, be part of this deal and will likely be part of this, considering it's been a pretty consistent through line and a red line for the Iranians the entire time. Like, they have not budged from what I've seen on what they've been asking for, demanding, what they said that they would react to. Meanwhile, you look at the erratic comments and rhetoric of, our side, and it's like, it's all over the map. You know what I mean? So it's, and not only that, but the other wars you were talking about, like, the big differences, those had boots on the ground, and we still couldn't get it done, right? Like
Yeah.
those had, and it would have involved in a lot more troops, a lot more, time and energy and stuff, and we still couldn't get that done. And we're not even nearly at that point now. And I got news for you: we were in World War I at some point for 3 months. We were in World War II at some point for 3 months. Korea, Vietnam. I mean, keep it going. At some point, we were there for only 3 months. So you know what I mean? It kept going after that. Is the unfortunate part.
Yeah, but to your point about the 200 billion, it's 300, and that right there. Well, so actually, the headline doesn't mention it. So that what you're talking about with the fund. So it's to rebuild Iran. Same thing that we were saying about Iraq is, hey, we're going to blow all that shit up, get the bad guys out, then we're going to rebuild everything hunky dory wee wee. $300 billion. This is the current state of negotiation right now. They're going to pretend that this was totally not being floated. Guess who's going to reap the benefit of that? Jared Kushner, Donald Trump Jr., because they are involved in the construction aspect of this, or the reconstruction aspect of this. They would literally benefit from this fund.
Yeah.
300 billion American dollars being spent to rebuild buildings that didn't have to be blown up in Iran.
Side note, did you hear about the people that are associated with Trump that are now going to allegedly be doing an energy and infrastructure deal in Bosnia Herzegovina?
I've not heard that one.
No.
So yeah, that's another one of those where it just seems people closely in associated with Trump seem to be getting these sweetheart contracts from different places around the world that just happen to fall into their fucking lap. It has nothing to do with nepotism or who I'm sure they're definitely the best of the best at what they do. Kind of like Don Jr. in his $620 million Pentagon contract that he got, or Eric in the $30 million Pentagon contract that he got. I'm sure they were the best of the best.
Brian, they're the best and the brightest, obviously. If you just look at them, if you just look at them in their faces, you can tell. It's a Guardian investigation to there's a bunch of stuff here. This is really good. Actually, I'm going to read. Thank you. I'm going to read through this. This is good, Brian. But Brian, I'm going to drop you down. We're going to see if we can. That's the only op we've had all night. So I'm going to see if we can fish for a couple more. We may even need to do a restart.
I appreciate it. Can I say that that was the closest that I've come on this app to not turning somebody, but at least getting them to see a different viewpoint, at least in a long time. You know what I mean? I feel like, Roger came in hot and heavy, and by the end of it, he was at least willing to listen. So I at least give him that much credit. So I feel like a job well done, team. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nemo, as always. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate you guys.
Good job, dude.
Later, brother.
Don't be so crazy next time, you wild man.
Well, you said you may have an idea, so if you could text me after this and give me some sort of clue as to what I said earlier, I would absolutely fucking love that one.
I'll text you. I'll text you later. I think I might know what it was, but it's dumb. Trust me, you'll be like, but I think I know. But anyways,
all right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks,
have a good night, bro.
Later, bro.
W's for Brian. I have a couple of quick thank yous. By the way, somebody just started following over on the Purple app on Twitch, and their username is New Boot Goofin, and I just want to tell you that I think you're great, because that's a great username. So W's for you. Thank you to Tammy. This is a while ago. Tammy, probably like 30 minutes ago, says Roger should enlist since he's such a war hawk. That was like at the beginning of the conversation. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Probably, at least at the beginning of that conversation, it certainly felt like that was something that we maybe should have said to him. But I do think that maybe we got through a little bit with him. Thank you to Whitney, over on the Blue app for the 2. It says, had to buy diapers today for my Fed job because they took the outhouses for the gym. We have to call to have someone come relieve us. Holy shit! To go drive to a bathroom. How is this great for anyone? That's just fuck, Whitney. Jesus Christ. It's not, to answer your question. And then thank you to our friend Wesley over on the tube for the $5 super chat. It says, as a disabled veteran, the best way for you to support the troops is to vote for people who won't take us to war. Hi, guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Wesley. We appreciate you. by the way, while Nemo and I are doing this, reading these off, or if we start checking other stuff out, just remember, if you voted for Donald Trump, we are inviting you to get in the guest box. We're looking to talk to Trump supporters. Or if you're over on the Tube or on Twitch, you can call in. You can call in and you can talk to us that way. Our phone line is open, receiving phone calls.
Yep.
Nemo, if you don't have any other thank yous or anything to do right now, we could watch a little bit if you wanted to go at any point in this
oh yeah
Sam
yeah.
Cedar video, because you know.
Yeah, no, I'm all caught up. So yeah.
All right.
They I guess play a bit more of the interaction with Parker and Dave Rubin. You can just kind of scrub through it. I by the way, to anyone that isn't already followed or subscribed or whatever to the Majority Report, they're one of my goats as far as like, if people ever ask me who do I listen to, who do I follow, or who do I recommend, by far some of the best reporting from a left-wing perspective on everything. Sam Cedar, Emma Vigeland, fucking incredible. I idolize them both.
He is great. By the way, if any of you haven't seen his Jubilee, fuck. Anyways, I don't know who these people have been in the box. I don't know if we got here where this is. Thistle, are you a Trump supporter? Yeah, party. Shelly, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? All right. Okay, Shelly, you have a good sleep. Glad that we could put you to sleep with the dulcet tones of our voices.
Suffering from a huge drop-off, I would imagine, of viewership, but also suffering from a...
Hi, how are you? All right, good. What is one main metric that Donald Trump has made better off since he got in office? So, like, an example would be GDP, unemployment, inflation, etc.
Well, very good reason to believe that my name was brought up multiple times to him. And if it's not there, I suspect part of the reason is because he insisted on it being edited. And we'll get to that. But in the meantime, he's sitting down with this kid. I don't know what this guy's name is, but he's good. I've seen
Parker, I think.
He's very, very sharp.
It's so funny. Sam Cedar. So in this, I'll rib Sam Cedar after kissing his ass just now. He fucks up Parker's name like 3 or 4 times in this video. It is funny.
That is funny. That's great. That's such a that's hilarious. I love that he's like, who is this guy? Who is he? That's great. Okay, Wes, you didn't connect. If you're a Trump supporter, you're welcome to request.
Oh yeah, Emma does too.
The expression.
What's that?
Emma screws up his name too. I forgot about that. Yeah,
amazing.
On Dave Rubin's face when he realizes, like, I've got a problem here.
His facelift can't even hide it.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a Parker get a job on Instagram.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
All right, good. What is one main metric that Donald Trump has made better off since he got in office? So, like, an example would be GDP, unemployment, inflation, etc.
Well, right now, first off, the big beautiful bill was just passed last year, and it's kicking in now, right? It's kicking in now.
Pause it for a second. We got to stop right there. It's kicking in now.
It's just about to kick in.
We've just only now begun to throw people off of Medicaid.
Yeah.
People are laughing at him. Like, within seconds. So the whole premise of what he's about to say is like, believe me, it's coming. Infrastructure week is going to be here.
This is the same Dave Rubin who thought the Iran thing was going to be wrapped up in a couple of weeks.
And here is the amazing thing. Rubin knows he's going in there. He writes the claims. Right. And his claim is, if you're voting for Democrats, you're voting for broken cities, broken schools, broken borders. And he's being asked, like, what is the evidence that what your project is doing? And Dave, if he really believed, like, the big, beautiful bill was going to pay off, he would cite specific elements of this big, beautiful bill. He would, like, everybody knew the tax cuts were coming. The rich people who got all the tax cuts, they knew they were coming. So it's not like, oh, they're only finding out now that they're paying less taxes. No, they've known for over a year. And according to Dave Rubin's, like, that's what's going to help the economy. They know they're not going to have to pay these taxes. So they got this extra money to invest in all this job creation.
The job creators had to wait till April 16th because they didn't know what they were getting in their tax return yet to invest in the country.
And now it's job creation season.
It's job creation season. There's a time to reap and a time to sow. Good.
Last year, and it's kicking in now, right? It's kicking in
They're
now.
laughing at him.
Okay, so we're going to now see results of that, like or even the tariffs. All right, so let's do tariffs. Are you for or against tariffs?
Against the universal tariff. So what's the main metric that he made better off?
What?
What's the main metric that he made better off? GDP, unemployment, inflation? Do you have any idea?
Listen.
They're all laughing at it. Okay, we got to play. And is there a way to slow this down? Because he tries to distract. Because Dave obviously has like one thing to say about tariffs, and he says, "You for or against tariff?" I mean, we're talking like this is honestly. I went to a friend of Saul's bar mitzvah yesterday, and the level in which these 13-year-old kids speak to each other is about like 10 times more sophisticated than the way that Dave Rubin presents. Are you pro or anti-tariffs? And this is so dumb.
But I like this freeze frame. Look at his eyes. There's nothing there. There's nothing.
Panic. Exactly.
But just searching and searching aimlessly, like a child walking through the woods.
This is a great freeze frame. This is deer in the headlights. Like, it's brilliant.
He's got that look of, oh fuck, I should have done prep.
Guys, by the way, while we're watching this, Nemo and I appreciate you being here. If you're a Trump supporter, you can get in the box over here on TikTok. You can give a ring to this number that's right above my head, or it's pinned in the chat over there. If you'd like to offer additional support to either of us, we appreciate that very much. That is right in our bios. You can find links in the link tree, or if you're over on the tube, links right there in the description, right there. So we appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for being here and for hanging out. We're just watching some of the Jubilee here with Dave Rubin and Parker. So.
Picking things up.
Yeah. It looks like a buzzed boxer trying to find the clock to see how much time is left in the round.
Right. Or, he might actually be literally looking at the clock on the wall.
The best thing to do though is to watch the people in the background who are out of focus but still looking at each other to scoff at what this is down to 0.85 speed, by the way.
Okay, now wait a second. I just want to remind, so he says and what's this kid's name again? Parker. Let me see if I can distract you with tariffs. Are you for or against tariffs?
What's this kid's name?
And
I like him.
says, I'm against universal tariffs.
It's a little whippersnapper.
Which is exactly the right nuanced answer. There are instances where tariffs can work if it's combined with another policy because you want to build an industry. Or maybe we need to do this for national security. We don't want all of our computer chips made in a country that can, I don't know, have COVID and we have no computer chips.
But you tailor it with an industrial policy and you have to make sure that we have the capacity to make those goods here before you implement universal tariffs.
Or you build that industry.
Exactly, but that's what Biden was doing. And give credit to Parker here, or he is at the very least, like that was a very efficient way to say exactly what we just said and then goes, let's get back to the issue
Let's get back to the question. What's the one metric?
Yes.
And Rubin, you have to wonder, is he thinking, what is the metric system?
Get inside that head.
What is the metric system? Is this the thing where it's like 3 feet long? Is that what, are we talking kilograms, or is it, how do I measure There's nothing I can reach for as a measure, but he'll find it, folks. He thinks he'll find it,
Yeah.
but here he goes. And then he says, look, and everybody laughs at him.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen.
I don't think you do.
Do you think, hold on. So you're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden
At the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of how?
Yeah, GDP growth was better off. Real median wage growth was better off. Inflation was better off at the end of his administration. Unemployment was better off at the end of his administration. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration. The inflation, 3.8% year over year since Trump got in office. We're seeing all of those economic indicators
Go back. That was the cut. That was the face that I thought was just like, honestly, this is like the look on the face of someone who's just been punched in the head like 10 times and is trying to make it seem like to the ref, like the fight's not over.
I'm good.
Go back just a hair.
Job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration. The inflation, 3.8% year over year since Trump got in office. We're seeing all of those economic indicators become worse off. Can you tell me anything that he's done to make it better off? You say it's broken for Democrats. It sounds like it's broken right now under Trump.
Have you looked at the stock market?
It's worse off in terms of growth in 2025 as compared to 2024. If you look at Dow Jones and S&P 500,
they're both up quite a bit right now,
but lower
doing
growth
quite
rate.
well. Things don't happen overnight. So Donald Trump, for example, things don't.
Let's just be clear. Everyone knows that the stock market, stripped of 6 AI stocks, is underperforming. But even if that wasn't the case, the only metric that Dave Rubin has for the success of the economy is one that benefits really in any way 20% of the population. That's it. And he has no answer for that. He's literally saying, well, rich people are doing better, even though there's a lot of concern by rich people that this is just a house of cards. But go ahead.
P500.
There.
Real quick, as we continue, I want to say thank you to Pamela on the Blue app. Said, did you see any of the videos that are from Jolly and Adam Cray? They've been protesting pepper spray and hit with billy sticks. They're in Delaney. Yes, I have seen some of their videos, Pamela. Thank you. Appreciate you, friend. Also wanted to say thank you real quick to Wesley. Again, over on the tube with the $5 super chat. Says, reminder to the chat to buy Mad Matt shirts and mugs. Funny you mentioned that, Wesley. I actually have the orders up here. We have another order through for a mug, and that's from our friend Manavan, who we talked about earlier. Thank you for the mug. Half of the proceeds from that mug that I get, it's going to the Victory Fund. They support LGBTQ+ candidates for office, and we're going to make that donation at the end of June in Charlie Kirk's name. We are Charlie Kirk. So yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Also, Pamela, thank you for the Venmo. You said History Channel, Tom Hanks, and others are doing a series about World War II. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's very interesting. That does sound interesting. Tom Hanks has one of those voices where you can just kind of listen. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that.
I will too, 100%. Oh yeah, Rainbow Railroad is already in my I'm already on that one. That one sounds awesome. So, all right, more of Parker absolutely just fucking destroying this dude.
Both up quite a bit right now,
but lower rate,
and
lower
doing,
rate,
and
lower
doing
growth
quite
rate.
well. Things don't happen overnight. So Donald Trump, for example, things don't. That's true. There's reality. There's actual reality. Like you put policies into place, and they don't just kick in the next.
Let's read the fact check, shall we?
Sam is having
GDP
a fucking
growth, Trump
blast.
2025,
Oh,
2.2. Biden, 2.4. Inflation, Trump 2026, 3.8. Biden, 3%. Unemployment, Trump April 2026, 4.3. Biden, 4.1. 2025 was Trump's worst non-COVID year for job growth. True.
Huh.
The S&P 500 returned 16.39 in 2025, which was a decline from 23 to 24% growth seen in 2024. Whoops.
So
But
looks
that
like
was when Trump 1 was just kicking in.
yes,
Oh,
right.
It just
It
kicked
doesn't
in.
happen overnight, Sam.
It doesn't happen
man.
overnight, but then it does, and then it doesn't.
Also, like, I think the gas prices thing, it might not happen like right overnight, but the night that we heard that we're going to war with Iran and the Strait of Hormuz is going to be closed as a result, kind of changed a lot.
That's
Yes.
true.
I do like that the 5 for 5 for Nathan in the fact check.
Parker.
Parker.
Oh, sorry, Parker. Sorry.
Day, right?
Well,
Donald
it's been
Trump.
a year and a half.
Donald Trump said when the
You
tariffs.
said in a year,
Hold on,
prices would be down
Hold
50%
on.
for electricity.
Hold
Are
on.
they up right now?
Hold on. Donald Trump, when he brought in the whole idea of tariffs, would you
God.
agree that for
Everyone's just
Everyone is just
mocking
like,
him.
yeah, this is just a. Oh my God.
You saw them all throw their head back, like half of them in unison in laughter with his answer.
It's like having a
I
hungover
wonder
substitute
if-
teacher.
I want to put this out there right now. If Dave Rubin sues Parker for this type of reputational damage, that he will, I will help Parker raise funds to fight this suit. I don't think it's actionable, but it certainly is clear that Parker set Dave Rubin's career back another couple of years.
I mean, gosh, this is coming out right before Gay Pride, right? Jillian Michaels has got to say that it's a hate crime to own him like this.
Right now?
Hold on. Donald Trump, when he brought in the whole idea of tariffs, would you agree that for the last 4 decades, we have had completely lopsided trade deals with all of these countries where they're tariffing and taxing our products that go to them, and they're getting sweet deals when they sell to the American public? Do you think that's a fair...
Didn't Trump address that with the USMCA, but he went against that when he didn't extend it through the context of his new trade agreement because he wanted to place tariffs on all of them again. And his tariffs that he's placing on are destroying our relationships with countries all around the world.
No,
it's
well,
costing...
wait,
Wait, let me finish.
when you say destroying relationships,
it's costing consumers here in this country. A Federal Reserve report just came out, indicated that we'd be below pre-pandemic levels of inflation if Donald Trump never imposed the tariffs in the first place. Meaning we'd be able to bring down interest rates and we'd be able to increase investment within our economy and bring more jobs back.
Hold on. When you say destroying our relationships with other countries, well, other countries were getting sweet deals, right? If Canada, which was charging crazy
Pause it for 1
taxes
second.
and
Fact
tariffs
check.
on
2026 Federal Reserve analysis finds Trump era and renewed tariffs have raised core goods prices by about 3.1% and roughly added 0.8 percentage points to the core PCE inflation, meaning inflation today would likely be much closer to the Fed's 2% target without those tariffs, which means, of course, too, that they would be able to lower interest rates and it would make it more affordable to buy a home, let's say, or a car. Now, Dave has pivoted from the tariffs are meant to help our economy to the tariffs are supposed to be fair, and we no longer give these countries sweetheart deals.
You know who the sweetheart deal, who benefited from the sweetheart deals that caused, like, say, the offshoring of American manufacturing? It wasn't other countries. It was the capitalists that made those decisions to move those operations to places with lower labor costs to avoid American unions. Like, this whole nationalist framing of trade is moronic.
Our products that were going to them, and we were basically charging nothing back. How can we sell to their market? So if they're upset with us, right? So China is a little upset with right now. Upset with us. We're trying to get fairer deals. Canada, obviously under Carney, is upset with us because we're trying to get fairer deals. Donald Trump is trying to reset things. We were basically the world's piggy bank for the last. It's really basically post-World War II, and Donald Trump is trying to
Pause it for a
reverse
second.
that so
What does
that we
that
will have
mean?
fair.
A piggy bank. That's the place where you put your money and save it.
Savings.
We were the most secure place where people wanted to put their money.
And Donald Trump is trying to fix that.
And Donald Trump is trying to make it much riskier to invest and keep your money in this country.
He's actually he's doing a really good job at that. I mean, with long-term bonds and with the long-term yields for the United States dollar.
I mean, what it was Dave Rubin.
We got somebody in the box here. Let's see what this is. Experiment. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, and that was an accident. I dropped my phone. I'm so sorry, Matt.
That's all right, friend. I hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Okay. All right. This is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to say there. People, we were like the world's ATM.
Yes.
Oh,
that's what he was trying to say.
Collecting fees
Yes.
on people withdrawing their own money. What? What
checkbook?
What economic problem could he point to that was a function of our not having access to specific markets? Like, we can't sell our cars in Japan or Europe because of the size of the cars. All we do is make SUVs. There's just no room, literally no room in most of these countries for an SUV. There could have been specific products that he wanted to push, but I don't know, agricultural products or whatnot, saying, hey, this country is not, we don't have a fair trade deal. We want to renegotiate in some fashion. But it has destroyed our farmers. The tariffs destroyed our farmers. Destroyed our farmers. The number of bankruptcies amongst farms has skyrocketed because of the tariffs. Go ahead.
Deals. If you told me that it was just zero across the board and there were no tariffs going any which way, I could completely get on board with that. But as long as countries are going to treat us unfairly, often while we foot the bill for the defense or a series of other things, and we give them foreign aid and everything else, well, then we should
Pause it.
Equal.
What is the biggest recipient of our foreign aid?
Dave doesn't want to talk about that.
But what's the second biggest?
Well, Egypt, but probably for the same reason.
Exactly. Exactly. Go ahead.
Other things, and we give them foreign aid and everything else, well, then we should have equal playing field going both directions.
What better deal did he get?
What?
What better deal did he get?
What do you mean? Several countries have already come back, and we've
Name any of the conditions that made the trade better off. Give me the specifics.
Canada, I think they had something like a 60% tariff on cheese, literally on cheese, that was being sold from America, from Wisconsin to Canada, and that basically is zero right now. That's one little example. I think it's zero right now.
Okay, so that's a targeted tariff, not a universal tariff. Can you name
Pause it
one
for 1
country that had a
second.
universal tariff on us?
Fact check. Now, you can't, Parker's not going to know all of the potential world of lies that Dave Rubin can. Canada did not have a flat 60% tariff on U.S. cheese. That's now basically zero. Under the USMCA, which was negotiated by Donald Trump.
Yep.
U.S. cheese gets expanded duty-free access within quotas, but Canada still applies a steep over-quota tariff of about 245% on cheese. So a certain amount of cheese can go in to Canada, which incidentally also has dairy products, and the protection was not reduced from 60% to zero. He's just making this up.
All of our lives are so much better because of that, too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Cheese quota tariff.
Yes.
But his answer even is better than what I would have come up with in that moment, which would have been try to address that specific claim as the fact check does. He's absolutely right that is a targeted tariff and not the universal nation-based ones that the Supreme Court just declared unconstitutional, which is what Parker had said earlier was the thing that he disagreed with. And it's just the contrast with him bringing out all these statistics that then get completely backed up by the fact check, and Dave just waiting around in Trump speak about how we're getting ripped off. I mean, it couldn't be more obvious who's got stuff going on in their brains.
I think there are several countries that
name one.
So I think we've got to stop this for a little bit, because I just got a notice about that.
That's all good.
Yeah. But we can come back to it. We can come back to it in a little bit. I honestly would strongly encourage you guys to watch the rest of it. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good if we could tappity tap. Like our fourth one tonight. Anyways, appreciate you guys being here. Keep tapping the screen. Help out with Nemo. That would be good. That's always a good way to keep us cycling through the FYP or the I appreciate the live goal too. Thank you guys for both. Looking at the governor's race in California. I know everyone's interested. 26.6% for Hilton, 25.87% for Becerra. The later results are Democrat. Or they're going to be leaning, guys. The later results most likely lean more Democrat, so I wouldn't be too concerned right off the bat. So just throwing it out there. It's not a guarantee. So yeah, just FYI. That's probably going to come in late. So, and right now in mayor's race, Karen Bass is leading. Because if Spencer Pratt becomes fucking mayor of, Jesus Christ, you guys, the fuck are you guys doing out there? It's 37% to 30%. So, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Brooke, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Okay, that was a mistake. Amazed, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? I think that might have been a mistake. Real quick, thank you. Thank you to our friend Erika down there. Hello, it's me. Is it me you're looking for? Thank you, friend, for the 20 on the Blue app. It says, I'm too tired from reading the 84 pages of governors on my ballot to write a coherent message. You guys really had a lot of them, Rika. Thank you very much, friend. You're one of our regulars, one of our generous friends. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. Boy, no ops out there. We've got 830 people over here watching on the TikToks. We got another 150 over on the Tube. So we're at just about 1,000 people between both platforms and a few more on the Purple app, and no one calling in, no one requesting up. Yikes. They're jumping ship. The rats are swimming away. Oh. Look who's coming back.
Nemo's replacement is here.
Can't be Nemo's replacement. You just went on vacation. How do you think that works?
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
See, Nemo accepts it. See, there we go. Change the background, and I want a beard.
Change the background, and you want a beard? I mean, I don't know if I can do the beard for you, but I mean, all right, it's fine. There you go.
Look at that. That's so awesome. Cool. Change it back to Nemo before people get mad.
I don't want people to think that Nemo is dead again, so that would be.
Oh, that was wild. That was so crazy. That was crazy work. That was a lot. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait, so
that's so dark.
Hold on, wait. Are you
in Spain?
You're still there? Are you? Is this
Yeah.
your last day?
No, this is no. Yesterday was the last day. Today, I head to the airport in about 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, boo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I live here now.
I mean, asylum claims. You never know.
I got a kid. Back in the States.
You think he can't? You think he can't learn Spanish?
Yeah, I got a kid back in the States, gotta, gotta take care of him and whatnot. I gotta deal with a whole custody situation. It's a whole thing.
I know. Same. I know. It's so complicating. I know.
Oh, good grief. If it were that easy. But yeah, Spain's pretty cool. But how come you don't have any like Trump supporters calling in? They don't want to talk about the fund? Because I want to talk about the fund and how stupid it was from the beginning. Uh-oh, what happened? Peebo Bryson.
No,
Let's not
no,
talk
no, no,
about it.
no, 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 no. It was
Okay.
just sorry. Our friend Jen, who some of you guys know from RTP's show, sent me a a photo of the California governor's race ballot. She said that she took a picture of it because it was so. And I thought when someone was like, I was too tired to read through the names, I was like, oh, ha, 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 ha. Holy fuck, you guys! I mean, I knew that there were it was a good showing, but holy fuck, you guys!
Whoa, that's for the governor's race?
Yes.
Why is there so many people up there?
Holy shit!
Jeez Louise.
Like, and they're in like no discernible order. They're not in alphabetical order. They're not like.
How do they do ranked choice voting? Or no?
California
Nope.
isn't ranked choice voting. No.
Oh my God.
That's insane. Oh, Jen. Hey, Jen's here. There we go. Explain
Yeah,
yourself.
that's nuts.
Explain yourself.
It's jungle voting. So the two candidates who get the most votes move on to the midterm.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So
how? Okay.
yeah,
Jen,
no, it was nuts.
But what's the organization? Because I can look at it and see it. I know you guys. I know it's small, so you guys can't see it. There's no organization. How is this organized?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, like Swalwell's still listed on the ballot. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, I yeah.
This is ridiculous.
There's no order.
No, I've never seen. Oh yeah, there's Swalwell right there, right in the middle of your screen, right there. That's funny.
Hey, who's Barack D. Obama Shaw? I'm sorry. Somebody's name is Thunder Parley.
Oh man, that's a good name. Oh, there's Katie Porter. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing how many I actually know on this list. I guess not as many as I would have thought. Let's see. Wow, this is quite the
Did that say Chad Bianco?
Yeah.
Yep,
Why does
Chad
that name
Bianco.
sound familiar? That
He's
name is so familiar.
He's a sheriff, I think. Sheriff in Los Angeles. Yeah, he's a MAGA weirdo. I mean, I kind of cheated a little bit and kind of just took a picture and plugged it into Gemini. Like kind of because you want to have like I said, the top two candidates move on to the primaries or midterms. So I was kind of looking to see which ones have the best shot, more or less, to move on, and then kind of go from there. So because there's different strategic. So I think Barrera, he was a likely contender. So there was a strategy to vote for. I can't think of his name. Starts with an S. Because he was the second one considered to get more votes.
Tom
Yeah.
Steyer. Because
Yeah.
I know his
So-
name because he was a congressman.
Yeah, so Steyer was recommended to as the second choice because Becerra was likely to get the most for the Democrats, but maybe vote for Steyer to get just in case, maybe to edge out because he was really close with the Republican frontrunner. So
From what I've been reading, Jen, from everything that I've been reading, is that there's going to be more that the later votes are going to favor the Democrats. Do you agree with that assessment?
I mean, possibly. I mean, a lot of these are mail. I mean, I dropped off my ballot. I didn't turn it ahead of time. So I think so. I mean, it depends. California, I think a lot of times isn't necessarily big on the whole needing to vote in person per se. I think a lot of people turn in their ballots. So it just depends on how it gets counted. So I don't know. I haven't looked closely like what the percentages of the votes are in or counted it yet. I don't know if how much it is. So I know
Do you live
the
in Los
ballots close
Angeles?
at 8. Do I? No, I'm in Northern
Yeah.
California.
Oh, okay. I wonder
Yeah.
if that Pratt guy is gonna win that mayoral race. That's gonna be funny.
I've heard so many weirdos say, like, I guess he posted some kind of video about animal abuse, like this Hail Mary that he's going to, round up all these animals on Skid Row and crap like that. And to me, it sounded like a desperation video.
That's very interesting. I think it'll be funny because it'll prove that people don't take politics seriously. It's all about name recognition, and it's absolutely awful.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's didn't he buy a bunch of crystal? I mean, he's a nut job.
Yeah,
So,
nut job is absolutely.
so yeah, no, I know I heard you guys talking about it, and I did when I was, like I said, when I was plugging in to help sort through that list. um, I took a picture of it just because it was so nuts.
That was funny. That was amazing. I've never seen anything like that, to be honest with you. So
It was the whole one side of the one ballot. It was just the entire front side. So I procrastinate a lot of things. So it's like, a couple hours before the polls are closing, I'm like, I need to think through this. So that's how like I said, I was trying to look at, because I knew the two top candidates move on. So I was kind of looking at, which ones who had the best shot, because you didn't want to necessarily, I mean, I like Katie Porter, I really do, but her polling numbers weren't as good. And so in a lot of ways, I felt like it would possibly do more harm for someone else we don't want to necessarily risk that and end up with two Republicans on the ticket.
I like the strategic thought. So I hope that more people, I hope more people think like you.
And it just it sucks. I mean, she's great, but that just, you have to look at it that way. It's got to figure out how it works. So, but all right, I know you're looking for ops. So
all right, you're a good friend. We appreciate you. Thanks for chiming in.
All
right, later, Jen.
Bye.
W's for Jen. Always awesome. I hope you guys are still keeping up with RTP over on the tube. Still just one of the best, and always enjoy checking them out. So hope you guys are doing that.
Thanks, Jen, for sharing that ballot. That's a lot of people.
It was ridiculous.
I do like that idea of the of one primary jungle primary is what they said they call it, and the two people with the most votes move on. So if it's two Democrats, it's two Democrats. If it's two Republicans, it's two Republicans. That's pretty cool. I hope California doesn't get a Republican. Yikes.
Oh, RTT is back on TikTok. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fun. Good. I didn't realize it because I had kind of fully switched over to the tube. That's great. I'm gonna have to go.
Jen, why do you think it's not good?
What?
Not Jen, not the Jen that was just up here. Another person named Jen said that it's not good.
Oh yeah, I see that now. I mean, I think it's good, but
I like the idea of it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good. RTP watermelon video, love it. That's funny.
Well, ranked choice voting can be a good thing, but it doesn't mean that jungle primaries are bad. I think we got to understand the words in which we use. So, like saying ranked choice voting would be best, but then saying that you think jungle primaries are bad, why?
Yeah,
that doesn't. I don't know. I'm unmedicated.
Real quick, guys, we're looking for Trump supporters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. So if that's you, great. Hop on up. That's what we're looking for. Or you can call in. The number is right above my head. It's also pinned up in the chat over on the tube. We've only had one op tonight. Other than there was one guy who came up and literally said one thing and then just did the skedaddle, as Erika says. So that was it. So really, if you voted for Donald Trump, now is the time. Now is the time.
Yo, Matt, this hunt for perfection in all of these systems is starting to bother me. Hey, someone in the comment section, I don't know. I think I am just, I don't know. Maybe it's the Spaniards are rubbing off on me. I don't know. But it's like, what are we even doing? It's like if someone said that's how we get two GOP candidates at the top. Well, it's also how in a jungle primary, that's also how we can get two progressives on a ticket, two Democrats on a ticket, so, two libertarians. It's like, what are we doing? No system is perfect.
I mean, it could easily go the other way. I still think it's better than just a straight half and half. So I think it's better than a straight half and half system. That's just but I understand what you're saying. I see it, but especially in a state like California, I don't. No, I don't. I do think that the field getting diluted can be a problem. Someone just did say that was what I was going to say.
I can feel that part.
That is a downside. I will admit that's a potential downside. So absolutely, yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, could you please get in the box or give us a ring? I would really like to talk to more than one op tonight. So if that's you. You're the demographic of people that we like to talk to. There haven't been any updates. I haven't seen any updates in the mayor's race in a little while. That's sticking at Karen has 37%, Spencer Pratt at 30% as the front runners. And Hilton and Becerra are neck and neck, basically, 26.7 and 25.8%. With 48% of the vote in. So, am I boring you, Erika?
Yes. Was I yawning? 6:23 in the morning, but also the TV is on. I don't know if I were yawning, and I was typing too.
I'm just kidding. You're yawning because it's fucking early, and now you gotta come home, and the whole thing. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the plane. Couldn't sleep overnight, so I'm gonna sleep on the plane.
Well, good luck with that.
Oh, they say Karen Bass is leading at 36%. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I see 37. Mine is 37% for her, 30% for Spencer Pratt. That's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's mail-in ballots to be counted, and I also believe that there was a strategy going on by a number of the Democrats to wait until later in the day, to see who the front runners were that emerged, and then go pack the ballots for them. So I think that that was a thing. So we might also be seeing more Democrat ballots coming in late, for that reason. So we'll see. I still think that there's more of those votes coming in, but we'll see. If it's Hilton and Becerra, then you've got a Republican versus Democrat. Thank you, by the way, to Wesley. 3 of my favorites in one screen. Matt is my favorite host, and Nemo is my favorite co-host, and Erika is my favorite guest host on any live. So, here we are.
Out to Wesley Pillows. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So, how is a Trump endorsement still worth anything these days? I think that an endorsement from him would be like the nail in the coffin. Like, hey, that's what really sent you 6 feet under. But it's somehow, some way, it's working. Why?
I thought about this. A lot because I agree with you, right? But here's what I came up with. And it kind of just hit me. It's not. But the only people that are voting right now in primaries are the people that are they're the diehards, because the rest of them are disgusted and they're not voting. Val was up with us, maybe it was last week, and he brought up the fact that there was some Republican primary for a House seat.
Rio Grande Valley.
The Rio Grande Valley, Nemo.
Oh, yeah,
Please
that's right.
pronounce it correctly,
You gotta
Nemo.
pronounce
Rio
it right.
Grande.
That's right. Thank you. And this Republican candidate it was like a total of 13,000 votes. And you're like, and yeah, Turkey, exactly. And this is a primary for the U.S. House of Representatives, not a state seat. And I was like, okay. And he goes, to put that in perspective, because we were talking about how Republicans were bragging about their percentages, and it was like, okay. And he goes, to put that in perspective, there was a county judge seat last year that drew 300,000 voters. I was like, 300,000 voters for a county judge seat, and the Republicans in the fucking primary for the U.S. House of Representatives couldn't muster more than 13,000. So I think that the answer is that the Republicans are like, fuck it, and the only ones that are going are the diehards who are still into Donald Trump.
Right. Do you think that that's going to carry over to the actual midterms to November? That they're either going to sit it out and like not show up, or do you think they're going to show up and just vote for whoever, vote down party line? Because I have that concern when it comes to them. They might not show up for the primary, but that general.
Well, Republicans that. I mean, I'm saying this to you like as if you don't know this. I'm saying it like more saying it to everyone else. Republicans don't show up down ballot in midterms when Donald Trump is not at the top of the ballot. When he's not, they don't show up. And add in the fact that we're already seeing a drop-off in Republican voting all across the country in a major way. I think that's like a 1-2 punch. Now, I want to say that the shit that's going on right now with the redistricting and what the Supreme Court just did is a huge blow, and it's going to fuck shit up. It's not good, and there will be a couple of seats lost in the other direction just because of that. But I don't think it's going to change the fact that you've got that 1-2 punch, that you've got people that we were already seeing the Republicans lose ground, that we've already got that, and now you've got the war, now you've got the gas prices, inflation is on its way back up. This shit is only going to get worse as the summer goes on. Mr. Global was talking about like potentially fucking like shortages of shit. He's like, this isn't the energy crisis. You don't know what the energy crisis is. And I'm like, oh fuck. And then you've got the Ed and Brian Krasenstein, those guys. I saw a video and he's like, I'm at my local gas station and they're out of diesel. They don't have diesel here. And it was like, oh. And I started looking up, like that's becoming a bit more common that places are running out of diesel. Because
holy shit, if you run out of diesel, you don't have any trucking.
Right, but like we have diesel. It's not that we don't have it necessarily, but it's like the supply chains everything's slowed down, and so this is a problem. Like it still exists, guys. I'm not saying that we don't. Oh my God, we don't have no diesel, but you've slowed down the supply chains now. That leads to shortages. So it's like I think that as we move into November, that this is it's just getting worse and worse. So no, I still feel confident. I still feel very confident in this assessment. There would have to be some. I don't know. There's going to have to be some fucking radical shift. for me to change my mind at this point.
I can't even see like what he could possibly pull off by the midterms, like a October surprise or the Sunday before, anything like that. I'm trying to think what could he possibly pull off to bring back in those people who are deciding to sit home and not vote come November. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to say. I don't know. It just there. It's just very difficult, and you never really know what someone would do. I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure he's got ideas, and I'm sure that there's definitely they definitely have ways that they want to try to really goose the electorate. I'm sure absolutely have thoughts on how they would want to do that. I'm not saying that I have any ideas. I'm just saying that we definitely have ideas, thoughts. I don't know, but what do I know?
I'm like half asleep, and I'm pretty sure that I'm still smarter than a Trump supporter.
You should make a hat that says that.
Yeah, what? Smarter than a Trump supporter? I have mugs and a
I know
T-shirt.
you have mugs and T-shirts. Yeah, you got.
I should make a hat that says it. Redacted said, "Check your Venmo."
Okay. Thank you. Check my Venmo. Let's see here. Do that. Yeah, but I don't know, Erica. I mean, who knows what's going to happen that they're going to try to pull that would swing them back. No idea.
He's probably going to be like, "I'm going to give you a stimulus."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like either they try to time the repeal of the gas tax, maybe because I think that they've already been floating that. So either suspend the federal gas tax for a period, in the run up to that, or I don't know, try and pull something out of their ass for the Iran situation where the negotiation, I mean, is dog shit, but they claim like, oh yeah, hey, massive deal for America, all this money that we get to spend over there, the businesses, blah blah blah.
That will bother me so much. People, Nemo, really, and I know you're not wrong. Like, it's definitely plausible and probable, just based off of what we've seen in the past for them. But to think so low of the American people that they think that people will fall for that makes me so upset. But then to think it makes me even more upset that I know that people will fall for that nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, this
Got
is
rid of the
the
gas
same.
tax.
This is the same country that elected Donald Trump twice. This is the same country that elected George W. Bush twice. Or I mean, I guess once with Bush, once. But yeah,
We don't have to talk about 2000. Gore
I'm
should have
still
been
salty.
president.
I'm still
Yeah, same.
I'm still fucking salty. Real quick, thank you, redacted over the 2 on the Blue app who said Alabama GOP fragmenting over Tuberville residency. So for those of you who are not aware, Tommy Tuberville, is it? I never know. Is it Tuberville or Tuberville?
It's Tuberville.
Tuberville.
Okay, thank you, Tuberville. Whatever the fuck. Just this fucking mediocre white guy. So, anyways, you have to live in Alabama for a certain number of years. Tupperware. You have to live in Alabama for a certain number of years if you're going to run. And now his campaign is releasing partially redacted state income tax records to try and prove that he lives in the fucking state, or lived there long enough. It's so like, this is crazy. So Ken McFeeters, like, I'm not making these names up. the fuck are you guys doing down there, Nemo? Jesus Christ.
McFeeters? Oh God.
Listen. What the fuck?
God, that guy had a horrible high school. Oh man.
I mean, what the actual fuck? Okay. But anyways, so Ken, he says they don't actually answer the questions of residency, and so now he wants to try and subpoena Tuberville's wife.
Oh,
I'm like, holy shit! And here's the problem. Tuberville absolutely fucking voted in Florida in 2018.
Beautiful.
This is getting messy, folks. It's getting messy.
Wait. When did he move to Florida? Wait. Did he file a return in both Florida and in Alabama in 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In the 2018, the Tubervilles say they lived in Alabama for a portion of the year. They list August 1st, 2018 as the beginning of their residency.
Oh.
But if that
I
was
am so hungry. That sandwich looks delicious. I'm freaking hungry. It's ridiculous here.
Here, let me help you out there. But if that was the case, how are they voting in Florida? I don't think that their residency started in August in Alabama. I don't that doesn't jive.
Yeah, that doesn't jive. If his residency started in August, then he would have had enough time to register to vote in Alabama. And Life on Purpose makes a good point. You don't pay state taxes in Florida.
Nope.
So.
You still have to file a state return, but you don't.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't know how that
taxes
works
and
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, because they do have property taxes. That's correct.
Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how property taxes work as far as filing taxes. I don't think that's how that works. Come to think of it.
You have to file. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think I was wrong on that one.
It happens.
The one other.
Yeah, they say we don't file state returns.
One other quote. There is no file state return. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought okay. I guess I don't remember. I only filed like real tax returns there because.
Let me see something.
I was only an adult there for like working.
I'm
for
listening
a
to
couple
Life on
years,
Purpose, Matt.
But, huh?
Life on Purpose. Black woman. I'm listening to her.
I was agreeing with her. I was just saying
I'm putting you on a background.
Oh, okay.
I'm clipping it. It's a wrap.
Oh,
in 4K.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, I do. You know what? Just for that, you know what? No, you know what I'm doing now? I'm putting the fucking sandwich back on the screen now.
Oh God, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what you fucking get. No, I needed to read. I was just gonna say I wasn't when I was like trying to remember because I was only an adult, like working in Florida for only like a brief couple of years, and I did have to. I remember filing state returns. Then I realized that I was working in a bunch of other states, and I was like, oh, so I was probably filing my state returns. So yeah, I guess maybe no state return in Florida. Very good. My bad. But also, I need to read this part from the article. This is great. I was saying he wanted to subpoena the wife, McFeeters. This is the quote. I want his wife to tell me with a straight face that she lives in a one-bathroom house with her husband and adults and guests, McFeeters said. A woman like that is not going to share a bathroom.
Bruh.
McFeeters is going all fucking in. He's like, A woman like that? I gotta know now. I gotta know.
I got Bubba some ham flavored chips. I'm about to eat them, and I'll just buy more at the airport. I can do that, right?
Yes, there will be
Okay.
some at the airport. Correct. Yes.
Okay, good. I'm so hungry.
do it. So, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. I want you guys to look at his wife and ask yourself, is that a one? She's not even a one sink bathroom woman. She needs her own fucking entire. I'm sorry, she does. You know it. I know it. We all know it.
Yeah. They sleep in separate beds, 100%.
Not separate beds.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a fucking Frank Underwood situation right there. Except he's not as smart.
Like, that's the crazy thing, too, right? Like, Frank Underwood, he's South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Like, that's wild. Because in the show, Frank Underwood's smart as hell. And then if you were to think about that in real life, it's like, what? South Carolina, really?
Yeah, I mean, that character in that show, that is one cunning motherfucker.
Okay, I was like, we are talking about House of Cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Still one of my all-time favorite political shows for sure. So,
100%.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's like the inverse of the West Wing. It is the anti-West Wing.
It's exactly what it is. It's bizarro West Wing is what it is.
Like Sorkin's like, oh no, I'm just going to deliver a long, witty speech that lasts like 4 minutes on some random topic, and the music is going to swell, and everybody's going to agree with me because of the merits of my argument. And Frank Underwood's like, I'm just going to push you in front of a train.
That was shocking. That was absolutely fucking shocking. That whole thing. I love when shows do shit like that. I'll never forget. The Sopranos was one of the first shows that really introduced me to the idea of like you're gonna lose a main character early. And I was like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, no spoilers, Erika. Don't wanna do any spoilers for that thing that happened 28 years ago. My bad.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Hey, refresh your Google Voice page, by the way.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Wesley, thank you for the 5 on the super chat. It says, I like the hat idea. This is talking to you, Erika. If she does it in black, I can wear it with my Mad Matt shirts. Chat, buy the shirt. Support a great organization. That's number 1 in the link tree. It is refreshed, and just to give her the old testaroonie here. We've got yeah.
What did we learn? Oh, that was you testing it. God damn it.
Yeah, that was me testing it. I was just
Oh man, I thought I was gonna be able to do the what did we learn today. Boring. Okay, never mind.
Also, real quick, some of you may know that Scott Pelley, who worked for 60 Minutes, who was fired today after criticizing them yesterday, saying that he thought that Bari Weiss was trying to intentionally ruin the show and some different things like that, and he was summarily fired today. He came out with a statement. And thank you to our friend Crystal for sending this one over. This is very recent. In fact, just about an hour ago. Quote, new management has instructed me to inject falsehoods and bias into a politically sensitive story. I've been told to include assertions that are unverified. To date, in every case, I have managed to ignore these instructions or refuse them. Recently, politicians have been invited to choose correspondents for interviews on the broadcast. Giving politicians control over 60 Minutes interviews is not how this is done. Finally, incompetence and unprofessionalism in the new management have wreaked havoc. In a case involving one of my stories, the entire program came within 19 minutes of not getting on the air at all. that's directly from Scott Pelley. So
Independent journalism is where it's at, to be perfectly honest. Because like all of the people who legitimately stand on business and who do actually report the news, I kid you not, they're losing their jobs. They're just losing their jobs. And just got to go the independent route. That's all that you can do in order to get the truth out there. He has a name. He'll still be able to get interviews.
Yeah. I mean, Mehdi Hassan kind of did that. And I mean, Mehdi's incredible. So,
Don Lemon, Joy Reid.
yeah.
Yep.
Won't be long. Maddow will be joining them. I mean, there's not anything announced on the horizon, but she has made some very provocative segments in her time. I mean, that's just job security. She knows if she goes, then that whole channel is fucked because she's like really the only star power left there.
Yeah.
Is that guy that used to like always incorporate rap lyrics into his into the news over at MSNBC? Well, now MS Now. Is he still over there? It's like I don't know if he was like a Middle Eastern guy.
I don't know. It's good.
Ari
Ari, yeah, Ari. Yeah, Ari.
Oh, Ari
Mhm.
Milber.
I thought his
like
name was
him.
Ari. Yeah.
I
Is
like
he
him.
still over there? I like
That's
him.
a good question.
I agree with you. I like him. Real quick, quick update for you with, let's see here. We're still at 48%, 26.6% for Hilton, 25.8% for Becerra, and in LA Mayor, no change with 47% of the votes in, 37% for Karen Bass, 30% for Spencer. I married Heidi Montag and was on the OC Pratt. So, yeah. I've been asked to once again remind you guys that if you would like to get a Mad Matt t-shirt, tank top, or hat, is the first link in my link tree. 50% of all proceeds from starting the merch till the end of June is going to be donated to the Victory Fund. The Victory Fund supports LGBTQ plus candidates for office. It's an excellent, excellent organization. I really like them. I've helped out with fundraisers. I've gotten to know some of their folks. I can't say enough good things. I encourage you, if you have any questions about them, to go look at victoryfund.org. You can read all about them yourself. You can also donate directly to them. You certainly don't have to get anything. But if you'd like to do it, we will make a donation at the end of the month in Charlie Kirk's name, because that's what he would have wanted for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, so we're doing that. But also, I would like to point
See,
out,
he truly did lean left in the end.
by the way, Erika, we're doing this for our friend Taxpayer America. This is specifically for him.
I heard.
I know,
Yes.
it's real special. Anyway, also, if you want to, you can offer additional support. So if you're hearing us reading off these messages, that's from people like you who are sending them in on these blue apps or the green apps or the PP, and you can go links in our bios. That's how you find those. So you can click on Nemo's bio there. You'll see a link tree, or Erika's or mine. If you're over on the tube, you can click right down here in the description. That's how you can do that. You can also help my friends out over here. I do believe that these numbers could be pumped up a bit more. That also helps us cycle through on the FYP. We're close to 1,000 people over here on TikTok, and we've got I don't know, well over 150-ish on the tube. So if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like to have a chat with you. You can call the number that's right above my head. It's also pinned in the chat over there. Or if you're over here on TikTok, you can just get in the box. Real simple.
Thank you, Frederica. This is from earlier. Said Professor Nemo tuition. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It is due at the beginning of the month. Please don't forget your payments. Thank you. Lily, you missed a good time on Parker's live. I very rarely scroll into his live, which no shade to Parker. He does his thing. It's all good, but I really just don't usually, and I just fucking happened to go in at the right time, and it was great. He was on some weird alternate account, but I knew his voice right away, and Parker just absolutely fucking roasted him top to. It was so funny. And my favorite part, my absolute fucking favorite part, when he's like, yep, and he's like, and if you'd like to see it, you can go to my YouTube, and you can go to, and he rattles off his fucking YouTube, and Parker was like, yeah, I knew it was you, TPA. He's like, I was just waiting for you to say and promote yourself. And I was like, I was just waiting for it. I was like,
fucking A.
It was like, so. I bet you guys he's not
That boy is peculiar.
It was so funny. I don't know. It made me laugh. I needed to laugh. I needed to laugh today, and boy howdy, that was a great laugh. It was fun. So, anyways,
I have a whole thing with him because sometimes I do the MAGA thing just on the tube, and I have a whole thing with him over there somewhere. He's not good at this at all.
no, like, he has one lane, and that lane is Charlie Kirk.
Why do you hate Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Why do you hate Charlie Kirk? That's the only question he knows how to ask. He does not talk about anything else. He's boring.
Nemo, are you sad? Do you think these are his opening questions, right? He's like, so, Nemo, do you think that Charlie Kirk deserved to die?
No.
Are you sad about it?
Not really.
And then it just fucking goes from there. If you say it's like a fucking like diagram tree of like a dialogue tree, right?
Yeah.
And it's like if A go to, and so if you say yes, you were kind of sad about it, then it'll be like he'll give you a little monologue. You'll be like, well, that's good. I do think that you should be sad about it because, a reasonable person would be. And I do think that, and he'll like talk for like 3 minutes about it. And then if you say that you're not sad, then he'll give you like the whole, well, you must agree with those crazy lunatics like Dean and Parker and Mad Matt and the people that think that it's funny to joke around about. And it's just like, it's the only thing he knows how to talk about. And so here's my favorite part, and I bet Erika loves this one too. People always bring up the black pilots, the DEI thing, as a straight up like, this is racism. This is like straight up racism. And then he's like, I have hundreds of court cases where all of these companies, they said we're going to stop doing DEI, and that we said, and they said in their court cases that we will stop doing DEI because it's illegal, and we agree that it's illegal. And I'm like, and then he'll rattle off. He always says the same like 2 or 3 court cases. I just finally got curious, and I went and like looked him up one day. They're not related to DEI.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, this isn't, like, you're citing court cases that have nothing to do. I was like, dude, Nemo, have you
That's wild.
You've never watched them, have you?
No.
He never. Yeah.
I think that the one time that he was up, I wasn't around.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah. Oh. It's just.
He does this thing where he also, I don't really like talking about him. I think he's stupid.
I know. It's not
I'm not a
really
fan of stupid people.
It's kind of funny. It's more funny than anything.
It is.
Yeah. Honestly,
so stupid.
Honestly, you know what, guys? The best part about, honestly, the best thing to come out of all of this, which is aside from the fact that we got a good laugh from someone just being absolutely stupid, the best part is that we're raising a bunch of money for a great fucking cause, and I'm going to make a video at the end of the month saying how much we raised for the great cause, and we're going to tag him in it, and I'm literally going to make the donation in Charlie Kirk's name. Like, I'm absolutely going to fucking do it, and it is going to give me so much
Please.
fucking joy.
Please play "We Are Charlie Kirk" in the background.
Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm. How'd that song go?
Oh wait, somebody said if I'm gonna talk about quote if I'm gonna quote TBA, I'd say the great American patriot Charlie Kirk. That's what I have to say. Sorry, my bad.
The great
Bruh.
American patriot, Jesus.
I can't, you guys. I fucking.
It's an illness at this point.
Yeah, it really.
What time is it in the States?
East Coast. It is 1 a.m. Erica, 1 a.m.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's almost almost closing time. Time for something.
Time for you to go
Don't
out and let
be
yourselves out into the
long.
world. Yeah.
Closing time.
This
Dun,
room
dun,
won't
dun,
be
dun.
open till your brothers or your sisters come.
I know who I want to take me home. I know who I like that song. I don't know who sings it though.
Semisonic.
Is it Semisonic? Okay.
They're one hit wonders.
Oh, I was gonna say, what else do they sing? That answered my question. All right.
Yeah, that was it. I also was that's a great fucking song. We had a lot of fucking banger one hit wonders in the 90s. There were a lot of good ones. People talk about the
There
80s with one hit wonders, and granted there were a lot, and we could probably say a few more in the, but 90s they held their fucking own. Really. Absolutely.
90s were a good time.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Bruh. You got one person this entire night?
Yeah.
Well, Matt, are you performing at all this weekend?
I am. I'm playing. I have a show Saturday night. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just for because you're an awesome person, can you just say at least one Peebo Bryson song in his honor? Because I cannot believe that Peebo Bryson is gone.
Wait, what?
I know. Peebo Bryson passed away. You didn't know that.
No, you really?
Yes, he passed away today.
No. Oh, I just looked it up. Oh.
Beauty and the Beast.
Well, and he did a bunch of stuff with Luther Vandross. Too. I mean, he was. Yeah. I mean, he was a. Oh yeah, what a voice.
Powerhouse.
Oh my god.
And even his recent stuff was good music too.
Oh,
Like,
he was only 75 too. That doesn't even feel old.
yeah.
Oh, god damn. That's fucking sad. Shout
out to Peebo.
He had a stroke. Poor guy. That, you know what? But he's got a fucking legacy. That voice will live on. Like my daughter, she doesn't know his name, but she knows that voice. So that's pretty fucking cool. So.
Yeah. So definitely if you can do a Peebo song, do a Peebo Bryson song for him. And yeah.
100%. Absolutely we can. We'll do that.
Also, these chips aren't that great. Just hungry.
My favorite ones are in France. They're the poulet.
Poulet?
Yeah, it's roast chicken flavored ones.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god, they're so good. Thank you to
Interesting.
Thank you to Daniel on the Blue app. Says please put towards the donation at the end of the month. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Take a look at a Republican political text I got recently in California. There's a character limit, so look at the sub comments, please. Okay. So hold on. I got to pull it up. I think I need to pull it up on the app itself. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to read it wrong. In the app. Boppity boopity. Okay. Daniel says, so please, all right, look at the, so it's, Kevin Calvert
Older.
is a liberal and anti-Trump. Since joining Congress, Calvert has voted with Nancy Pelosi 5,400 times at the expense of Trump's agenda. He's voted for taxpayer-funded benefits for illegal immigrants, mass amnesty for illegal immigrants, radical DEI programs, gender change procedures for minors. Call Ken Calvert and tell him stop betraying President Trump and vote conservative. Paid for by Golden State Rebellion, blah, blah, blah. Holy shit. That's wild. Who is that guy, anyways?
Hey Matt, are you staying on for another hour?
I got to be honest with you, friend. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we got no ops. I don't know. I'm inclined to maybe move on. I mean, I have a feeling. Nemo's gonna jump ship, and he might want to. If we end early, he could jump ship to go farm some ops somewhere else. Since apparently I'm too boring. So to make this happen.
Yeah, this was different. I was
but-
gonna say Oslo is live.
Oh, like himself? Themselves?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have my second device with me right now to look to see what's happening, but I just saw that he was live.
Oh. And let's
Yes,
see.
on his own live. He is on his own live, yes.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fun. So, let's see here. By the way, Ken Calvert is a Republican. Just FYI.
Nice.
Fucking amazing. So, I don't know. What do you think, Nemo? Should we call it?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's dead. So, yeah,
it's a lot of people for it to be, but, yeah. Oh well. Well, let's see. I guess we do this. If we do that. Yeah, Oslo is hosting their own live. Yeah.
Want to see Spain?
I don't know. They're just kind of. They've got a couple of people up. Even a couple of our friends. Allison is up over there. So I don't know. Actually, I just popped in and Oslo invited me to join. So I don't know, dude. Should we go to there?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
You want to see Spain?
Real quick, show us Spain before we go. Hold on, wait, you guys, don't go anywhere. We're gonna see Spain.
Bring it around town. There you go. See? It's really pretty here. We're by a hotel by the marina. I wanted to stay downtown, but we found this one. So all the way back over there is the water. And there's like mountains and stuff. And then there's the boats because we're by the marina. By Port Forum, I think they call it, or Port Forum, something.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can see the sign right there on the bridge.
That's such a beautiful
Yeah.
area.
It's so pretty here. And it's so nice. And the air is so clean. It's just nice.
It's just nice. I know. It really is. Oh.
It is. So there we go. But yeah, look at that.
Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do. But yeah,
Poor Erica's got to come back to real life.
I know I gotta go back to the desert. And be all
Boo.
hot and shit.
Boo.
Boo. Boo the desert.
Well, we're glad that we are. Although we're sad you're losing your vacation, we're glad that you're coming back, Erica. We all missed you. We missed you a lot, so we're glad you're coming back. So we'll see you soon.
Considering it.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
All right, go rate Oslo.
Yeah, we're gonna go rate
Bye.
Oslo. Bye, friend.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I gave her the old cutoff. I'm the fucking worst. Guys, make sure you dropped all your follows. Make sure you dropped all your follows. For Nemo and I, make sure you click through, follow her back. Erica, I canceled. Just fucking cancel me all the way. That's fine. I know, I'm done. Cooked. Here's Oslo's at. Drop your follows. We appreciate all the additional support. Once again, if you want to get your Mad Matt merchandise, Mad Matt, you can go first link in my link tree. Half the proceeds through the end of the month going to the Victory Fund. If you'd like to support Nemo, additionally, links in his bios. Also, same for me. Links in the rest of my bios. If you're over on the tube, links down in the description. We really appreciate it. Join up on Nemo's Discord. Same thing. Links in the link tree. We really appreciate you guys being here. Let's get back tomorrow night, 10 p.m., and we'll try to see